What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. 1098, Fly Eagles Fly. Come join us. Let's go. This ain't the fuck like before. This game can heat stink.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. Try that again. It's A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. Every Wednesday night, we are brought to you by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. And we know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please reach out to our good friend Rob Lubman at 856-651-8117. Frank Vespi, no eating around the fire. Ralph Del Vecchio, look at him. Look at him, Mr. Michigan State. Fraud. Ryan Brodo, I'm Tom Arnone. Family out there, welcome in. We got a lot to talk about. We'll do our jersey giveaway on our member wheel at the end of the show. Locks of the week. Let you know. Who's in first? I'm asking. I don't know. How'd everybody go last week?
I ain't do too hot.
You struggling still, Ralph?
Yep, I'm back.
There was some shakeup. There was some moving parts.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll give our other locks. Some guys take 10 locks a week. Some guys try to stick to 2 or 3. So whatever way you like to dabble in the gambling world, we got you covered. NFL Week 9 predictions. We'll go over every game, give you our picks against the spread, and Eagles-Chargers preview. And it should be like a little bit more of an exciting week, and it's just not when it comes to Eagles football, right? Like for whatever reason, it's just they're 3-5, and like we were talking about, I don't know how they have 3 wins. I really have no clue how this football team has 3 wins. But listen, we're gonna find out Sunday if something's changed.
Got to play the Lions.
Yeah. Well, we didn't play the Lions the other 2 wins, but we're gonna see if something changes this week in terms of some consistency. Maybe hoping maybe a coach and a staff have a clue, right? So there's a lot to find out. We're going to find out Sunday. We're going to try to preview it, give you our predictions. Like we say every Wednesday night, give us yours. Offensive, defensive player of the game. That's the tiebreaker and a chance for you to win some money from us to you. Sixers, Bulls, live reaction is going to be our main topic at hand. Ties right into our poll question. Brought to you by Manscaped, and you get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Go check out their long list of products. Long list of products. You know about the lawnmower. You know about the weed whacker. You don't know about the body wash. You don't know about the shampoo. You might not know about the ball deodorant. Now you do, right? Tons of stuff. You might not even know that cologne. They have it. Everything. Go check them out and get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Our poll question, obviously the game, we're through a first quarter. It really doesn't matter in the NBA. I mean, we could go live at the beginning of the fourth quarter and say who's going to win this game, and it still has as much value as it does before the game started. For the most part, we see a lot of stuff if you watch the NBA nightly. A lot of stuff. Teams up 20, boom. Next thing you know, you're the Boston Celtics the other night. Hate to see it. I think they do. I think they do. Not just because they're up big. They're finding ways to play good basketball without missing pieces somehow. That's hard to do. And plus, they're at home. and that matters a little bit. So Beans are at home. If they're able to win a game like they were the other night at home without Joel too and Tobias, then I think they can win a game without Tobias and Danny Green. Right? That's how I look at it. So I think they can win this game, but this game's far from over. But I was going to agree with it before the game even started. Because I bet them. So I got proof of that. So there you go. All right, to the people out there, I got the slip right here. You want to see the slip? But there's a lot that still we don't know. I mean, this is another weird situation when we talk about the Eagles. It's weird because you don't know what they expect and what the direction of that or a football team is. And then when you look at the Sixers, like they're good, but then there's the elephant in the room, and that's going to continue to hover over us in our expectations moving forward this year. It's just going to continue to be there. So until we figure out what's going on there, it's just going to be a weird year, right? Because we just don't know what's happening. We don't know what our final roster looks like. Is this our final roster? And if it is, then we got to keep hoping we're playing basketball like this, right? Especially with missing guys like you are. It's hard enough to win in professional sports anyway. If you're doing it without all your best players and all your money, I mean, that's good news. That's good news because that means you got guys that are going to play smaller roles when guys are healthy and guys are playing, etc. So, I mean, obviously, you should be excited about Saturday night's win, or no, Sunday night's win. Sorry, Sunday night's win against Portland. But you should be. What was it? Monday? Was it Monday night?
Yeah, Monday night.
Yep.
These days are running together, dude. Jeez, everything running together. I don't know what day's which. We're Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I think.
Make sure I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be right now. Starting to wonder, maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Tom, what are you doing here? But no, listen. So that's a good win. That's a really good win in a game where you're not supposed to win, especially when you find out, before now Joel's not playing too, and then Tobias with the COVID protocols isn't playing. Now you're like, how are you going to win this game? And if I didn't win that game, sometimes that's just lightning in the bottle, right? Okay, a little lightning in the bottle, that's fun. But now if you come win another game against another good basketball team, and especially a team that's playing really well right now in the Chicago Bulls, that's huge. That's huge momentum-wise and building a little bit of trust and a culture. So I agree. What do you guys say before this game gets too far along?
I'll just continue with what you were saying, Tom, that you had Tobias, who obviously have 25 picks right now. But we were without Danny Green, halfway through the third quarter on Monday? So right now in this game, and it looks like it's going to be like this for a minute, obviously Tobias, he's going to be out for at least 10 days from my understanding, because he's positive. 2-5, who knows? He's out indefinitely. And then Danny, it looks like he's going to be out for a couple. You're without 3 of your 4 highest paid players right now. And you're still finding ways to win games and have a semblance of cohesive play. And granted, Joel Embiid's on the court. So, Joel Embiid's on the court, and that's what matters. But without Tobias right now, without Danny, without, obviously, Simmons, you would think, you're going to go on a losing streak. But what we saw, obviously, on Monday was key in that. Guys like Niang, guys like Korkmaz, obviously Maxey playing well, Shake still in a minutes restriction. So if they can continue that, granted, and I hate playing the schedule game, but you have I think you have 4 games in the next 6 days, and you have some back-to-backs, and then you go on a West Coast trip, which, is never easy, especially with the teams that you've got. This could easily get out of hand, but if you play the kind of basketball that we've seen the last couple games, you can come out of here looking really good when you're not even close to being healthy. As far as tonight, I mean, the Bulls are one of the better teams in basketball right now, while it's extremely early, but the Sixers have obviously looked good so far. They're getting their shots off. They had a ton of open looks at the beginning of the game. They just weren't making them. So if you can continue that, and I believe the Bulls, just by watching, I haven't checked the stats, but they've turned the ball over a handful of times unnecessarily so far. So if you can continue that, I know they have a 5-point lead, and the Bulls have kind of cut it in half since we started here, but I'm going to go with a win, even though Zach Lavine looks pretty good right now. His teammates need to help him now, right, Ralphie? His teammates need to help him.
Like you just couldn't wait, right? It's like you just can't wait. Like you just cannot wait to like talk about.
I'm waiting all
Talk to me when he wins something. Talk to me when he wins a playoff series, right? A guy got a lot of help with him. Talk to me when he wins a fucking playoff series. He's a perennial loser. All surface. All surface. I'm not here to talk about freaking Zach Lavine and then Zach Lavine's show tonight. All right, and pulling up freaking trade machines and trying to get Zach Lavine here. I'm not talking about him. I'm happy that they built around him, so I don't have to hear about him coming here.
Finally, right?
If you can't win with those three, check your fucking beanbag. Okay, you can't win with those three. A good little roster there.
5-1.
Fucking
6-1
into a season.
Oh, see?
Would you stop? What are you doing?
I mean, be yelling at Ralphie. I undersold him. Ralphie said 6-1.
And 6-1 was in the description in the YouTube, in the YouTube description. So
see? Description worthy.
Description worthy.
Ralph,
it's the record.
I don't know what the description had anything to do with it either time.
Yeah, it's just the record.
Hey, it just says that they're 6-1.
Yeah, facts are facts. I mean, that's the record. I think the Bulls are good. I just don't like him. Love DeRozan. Love Lonzo. How do you not like Vuk, right? Just don't like
Caruso. Are you a Caruso guy?
Yeah, Caruso can play. He brings something to the table.
Caruso.
He brings something to the table. They got a good team. They got a good team, and they really got a bunch of compliments, which is good of like each other. And that dude right there. I mean, he won't.
And they're great defensively too. Great defensively.
Yeah, he won't win. He won't go past a semifinal either. DeMar DeRozan, but I love DeRozan.
Oh, second round comes now.
Yep, he's out.
Shot.
He's out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when the fork hits the road here. If they get over a hump, or the curse of MJ's still there.
You know what this is setting up, Tom? This is setting up for a spring showdown, second round, Bulls Sixers, the two teams that can't get over the hump. It's like something has to give.
Yeah,
something has to give.
Go. That give won't go well for me.
No. We'll get swept.
It won't go well, and then I'll have to hear about how
should have traded for Zach Lavine.
Yeah, how I knew that guy was going to end up throwing a mental midget card around on us, right? I'm supposed to know that a year ago. You know what I mean?
Yang. Ralphie?
I'm gonna agree as well tonight. I just think that some way, somehow, the Bulls got to come back down to earth, and the Sixers are home, and the Sixers always play great when they're home.
Here we go.
Well, we lost.
Yep, this is a wrap.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go agree
Ralph.
for tonight. I mean, the Sixers are shooting 50% from three, and Niang Fat Curry is just dominating yet again tonight for the Sixers. So.
Look at him putting his body on the line.
The worst.
So
that might be
his body on the line, Tom.
That might be the worst take of all time, too, by the way.
What?
No, that take right there might have been like the worst take of all time. Like, what are you fouling? He's going to spike it off the bottom of the backboard.
He's got ruthless aggression. He has ruthless aggression. That's what he has.
So I'll go agree to the poll. Sixers get the dub tonight.
Thank you, Ralph.
Which would put you guys at what, 6-2, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, right there with the Bulls. Look at that.
Hey.
That's right, Sparty.
No Danny Green, no Tobias. Looking good.
All right, let's calm down. With you putting the game out of reach now over there. All right.
Frank?
I mean, I also agree to the poll. I mean, looking how these players are stepping up without Tobias and without Danny. I mean, I love the performance so far. I love how guys are stepping up. I like how Andre Drummond is stepping up, especially with that stat line the other day where he had the 10 points, the 15-plus rebounds, the 5 assists. First player since Olajuwon and Charles Barkley to record such an amazing stat line like that. And then you got guys like Fat Curry, stepping up, having a 20-piece. Him probably playing his best basketball in his short career. I love how guys are stepping up. I love how we're getting the job done, being shorthanded, and I like where this team is going. So I agree.
Noah?
I agree. Sixers win tonight. I mean, Jordan is retired to the blackjack table.
What the hell does that even mean?
I'm not quite sure.
Go on.
Yeah,
I thought
no
it was gonna
Jordan,
be
no
constantly
Pippen. They
laughing for
haven't
the next 20
they
minutes.
haven't been there in 20 years. Sure, I like the Sixers.
Thank you for that.
It's funny. You were talking about how, DeRozan and them, they can't get past the second round. Well, shit, if you go back 25, 30 years ago, those Bulls teams, that they cut nets down,
Yep.
And then they go to the blackjack table, right?
Right. They cut nets down and then light up cigars and play poker all night. Anyway, no, I think the Sixers got this one tonight. I think the Bulls, they come down to earth. I think they're in the cast of good, not great.
And let's not get it twisted, too. I understand that, you play who's on your schedule. But, I mean, they played Detroit 2 times out of the 8 games so far. So that kind of helps them, get in rhythm because Detroit it's a complete mess right now in the NBA. So,
But wait, Ralphie, didn't they get Cade Cunningham? I thought everything was going to be fine.
yeah, they got Cade and Jalen Green last night looked pretty nice. Oh, no, Detroit. Looks like you missed on another one.
We haven't
Somebody
seen Don.
Don.
Well, we haven't seen him for like 2 weeks.
And I think, Ryan, when we're talking pre-show, I think you are right. I think he's only made 3 buckets so far in his career.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no,
I
that's
think
real.
so.
That's
I think
real.
it was what 2 for. I think it was like 2 for 10 the other night, and he was 1 for 14 last night. So
Yeah,
he's only got 3.
I don't know how much I loved Cade Cunningham anyway, but it's it's early. Don't jump off the wagon yet, Don.
That's a freaking triple. That was a double triple.
Way too early.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw one thing on one of the NBA groups where they were like comparing Cade Cunningham to the next Anthony Bennett. Like, get out of here! It's still early. Like, I'm not huge. I'm not huge on this draft class to begin with. With the top 5. I mean, there's some.
Mobley
promise,
looks pretty good.
But Cade Cunningham. If just give him time. I mean, he can be good. He can be great. Seth Curry. We'll give it time.
God, it was a mess.
Nope.
And
What a
13,
steal.
Yeah, give it time. Trust the process.
What
Look at a fifth puppet, Tom. Come on now.
What a steal for the Sixers. I mean, how many teams passed up on this guy in free agency?
We tried. Apparently, Doc was saying the other night we tried getting him at the deadline.
Really?
Yep. Who knows, Tom? Maybe if we had him last year, maybe we get to the 3rd round.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows about that? But
is
definitely,
Colby White not in their rotation anymore, or is he just hurt?
Who did you say?
Colby White.
no, he's like barely in the rotation, if at all.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Christ.
I guess Caruso replaced him, Ralphie.
I guess so.
Man, this
Don't
guy.
Curry.
That's the second unit, and he's not even out there.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest acquisition of all time. You know what I mean?
15-0 run for the Sixers.
What this
I
looks
love
like.
it.
I think Embiid should go to Twitter at halftime, just say, build around Niang.
Yeah.
For real.
Sixers up 50 to 34 for everybody out there. I'm trying to read the comments, but there's so much extra going on. What's Young Da saying? Maury all year. Hey Ben, you ready to play? Ben, nope. I'm still not mentally ready. Yep, that's how that's gonna go. Yep. It's never gonna change, right, guys?
Nope.
No, it's
until it's convenient for him.
Now, here's the thing with me. If he's going through something, then take the time off, get right. But if he's using this card and there's nothing wrong with the guy, then I got a little problem with that.
Well,
Then I got a big problem with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's scumbag shit right there, dude.
the latest
You're
report
using
is
that card when you're completely fine, dude.
Ooh!
It's a smack in the face to everybody.
Oh, what a friggin' move by Max there. Ralphie, the latest report is that he's actually getting help, but he doesn't trust the Sixers organization enough to communicate what's going on in these meetings. That's why he went elsewhere.
Yeah, it's absurd. It's literally absurd. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. It doesn't even make sense. Okay. And people are like, well, because he doesn't trust them, Tom. He doesn't trust them. I said, what, dude? They're writing his goddamn checks. Okay. So if they want him to see somebody on their end, he's got to see somebody on their end. Simple as that. But listen, fuck him. We're 5-2. We're up 52-36 right now. All right. Joel's got 6. Maxey got 4. Seth has. Or Steph. No, Seth. I don't know why I just did that. 9. Dybul, 3. Ferkie's got 9. And then Yang.
Seth Curry.
Milton 4. Isaiah Joe with a 3. And Andre Drummond with 2, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 rebounds. 3 rebounds. Sorry. 3 rebounds. 1 being an offensive rebound. So in 8 minutes, he's had an impact.
Yeah.
How about that? So good start. I mean, great start.
Yeah.
And like you said, Ralphie, getting it done defensively obviously is a big part of it, right? And you're not missing. So, you're not gonna stay this hot the whole
red
game.
hot.
You're not gonna stay this hot the whole game. I mean, you would assume this game was gonna get a little closer at some point, knowing us, knowing how we operate. Like, we got 40. We got 40 at half.
The scoring drought is coming soon.
Yeah, 35-0 runs coming to start the third quarter. Like, never in the history of basketball has been a 35-0 run. Just happened.
And they're all done by Georges Niang. All 35 points. Make it happen.
However, yes, he is faking his mental health problems. I don't mean to be that guy, but he is. He is. Absolutely is. Okay? Absolutely is. Had no problem running around all summer,
Tennis
breaking
games.
Yeah, no problem dating. His mental health didn't affect the dating life.
I just hope he's not using that card not to play, dude. Because that's a scumbag move and that's a smack in the face to everybody else. It really is. Like I said, if you're going through some stuff, then step away for a little bit and get your mind right and get right. But if you're just using that card just so you don't get fined and you don't have to play, then that, to me, that's a scumbag move.
Of course.
Yeah, but that's what it is, right? I mean, nobody wants to say like, oh, yeah, I don't want to speculate on a guy's mental health. I'll speculate on his mental health, right? There's plenty of people that I'm not going to speculate on what's going on in your head. I will absolutely speculate what's going on in his head, though, right? And I don't feel bad saying it. I don't feel bad saying it that 90% of the public feels like this is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody can say nothing.
Oh,
right? Nobody can say nothing because of backlash. So nobody nobody in the big up world, right, is gonna speak and be like, well, no, I think he's not telling the truth. Like, right? Like nobody's gonna say that because they would lose their job.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why it's even weirder when you're like, well, I'm not gonna see your doctors. Excuse me?
Yeah,
what?
I'm not gonna.
You need to see my doctors. You're saying that you have mental health issues. We want to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we are very palmsy, brother. Very palmsy.
See that dunk, by the way, Tom? Sure. DeRozan.
Yeah.
Some extra venom on that one. Jesus.
yeah.
Pretty good. Oh my God, the way they land. Oh,
I know.
the whole thing doesn't freaking bust out. My freaking kneecap would have been in the 20th row.
Yeah. I probably would have seen some Kevin Ware stuff with that
I was just
happening.
going to say that. I always get flashbacks to that.
Yeah, we know all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bobby, and it is a smack in the face
Yep.
to Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks and a lot of guys that a lot of just people, forget famous people, just people in general.
A lot of people.
Bobby, but the question I had for you about the jerseys was there was only one Devontae Smith, and that was one before you, and I thought there was 2 over there. The other one was a Slay. So you can get the Slay, or you can wait for another Devontae to come in. That's up to you. So time's yours.
Slade jersey's looking pretty good right now, Tom.
Yeah.
We're talking Sixers, but the rug situation we talked about before we came on here, the guys is a piece of shit. Like, listen, I can all wrap my head around a 22-year-old making a mistake and having a couple cocktails and driving, right? And I don't condone it. I can wrap my head around it, right? But then you add on, you want to go how fast, right? You want to have that kind of disregard. Then he's going to add a loaded gun in there. What else are we going to add on? What else are we going to tack on to you thinking, right, that you're bigger than life? Well, when people start thinking that way, sometimes reality comes in. It's fucking disgusting. So it's disgusting. My condolences to the family out there that lost somebody the other night.
Yep.
Something that didn't need to happen. The league has this set up. They have it set up. If you need a drive or any of that, not a dollar, not a dime. They have it set up for these reasons. Hey guys, I heard about your channel and had a sub. I like your content, especially Tom's rants. By the way, how are you feeling about your NL rival winning the championship? First off, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Asia.
We appreciate it, Asia. Listen, I never want to see the Braves win anything, but like at this point, it doesn't even hurt.
No,
right? Like it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt me. I actually good for them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, like I was saying,
when you actually make moves at the trade deadline.
I was saying this yesterday. So like I'm not angry. Like if this was the Mets or the Yankees, like I would be absolutely angry. And people were like, "Oh, well, I thought you guys hated the Braves." It's like it's like a different kind of hatred, right? Like I dislike the Braves because I want to be that organization. Like I'm envious that a well-run organization that's actually done it and went through a long-term plan through the farm, and they actually were aggressive at the deadline, and that
have homegrown players.
Yeah, like it's a mixture of everything.
Well, it's also generational, though. It's also a little bit generational.
Absolutely.
Like me and Noah, the chop is engraved in us, right? Like we've been chopped up at Turner Field back in the day. Me and Noah, right? So it's like there's
we were chopped up at Fulton County back in the day.
Fulton County.
Well, how many division titles did they win back in the? What was it, like 14 in a row, 10 in a row?
14 in a row.
14. Yeah.
But here's the funny part. During that stretch, they only won one World Series in '95.
Jeez. That is crazy, though. 14 straight. My goodness.
Yep.
But then, your guys' generation that, more, lines up for hatred. More, I hate the Mets and the Braves, but lines up for more hatred for the Mets, right?
Correct. Yeah.
The Braves really haven't been, that team that you're in big games versus.
Yeah.
Either. So it's like us with the Cowboys, growing up. Like Cowboys were always kicking our ass. So, that hatred's going to be a lot more when the team's always kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's deeper. It runs deeper. When I'm constantly getting my ass kicked, then you're great. And everybody's running around with Braves and Cowboys shit on.
Yeah.
Of course, fuck the Mets, and the Giants. But, my original hatreds were those two teams. And it's changed, every 5 years, right? Because another team's relevant, right? And another team's not. Like, I probably hate the Nationals more than I hate the Braves. I just do. I feel like I hate the Nationals more than I hate the Braves at this point. I would plunk Soto 50 times a game. I was constantly plunking
him. 58-44 half.
Sixers are looking good.
As far as hate, the Cowboys, they're the epitome of hate.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, Tom remembers fucking back in '95, it was a regular season game, birds and boys at the vet. Fucking that arrogant son of a bitch, Switzer. They go for it on 4th and 1. They run Emmett, right? We stuff them. But apparently the whistle blew for the 2-minute warning or whatever. They line up again. The stupid son of a bitch goes for it again. And here's Merrill on the call. They stuff him again. They stuff him again.
I love it.
So there's a little fun from what's that now? 26 fucking years ago. Oh my God, I'm old. Anyway.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, Noah.
I hear you. or when we're getting our ass beat by Dallas.
Correct.
Which,
Correct.
Unfortunately, more often than not in the early to mid 90s, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, back on, what was that, week 3 of this season?
Yep.
Or was that week
points.
2? No, I'm
Week
sorry.
3.
Was that week 2?
Week 3.
It was week 3.
Yeah, week 3, yep.
Yeah,
the
the
pissed away the
disaster.
49ers game. Yeah.
Right. And then the disaster in Arlington.
Correct. Yep, 40 points on our head.
Yeah,
Then we came back the next week and got 40 points on our head again.
Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan Gannon.
Yep.
Yes, I do have your address, Bobby. I got you, brother.
And thank you, Nick Sirianni, for finally fucking figuring out that you got to run the ball once in a while.
Yeah, running the ball was pretty nice. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. I'm amazed they stuck with it. I'm sure that'll change this week, but,
Yeah, we did a little too much this weekend, so we got to, pipe it down, get back to
Right.
normal.
We got to go back to throwing it fucking 60 times.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised.
We had too much fun.
Don't be surprised if that happens. I could very well, very easily see that going down again. We're back to throwing it 40 times a game. Here we are.
A little NBA update. So I'm sure everybody knew of the little spat between Marcus Smart and Tatum and Brown.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, Marcus Smart, after they lost to the Bulls, they gave up the big lead. They ended up getting blown out. Like they were up by 20, and I think they lost by close to 20. So that turnaround was gigantic. Marcus Smart was saying, "Listen, I can only do my job so much. These guys don't want to pass the ball, etc. I'm just standing there in the corner." Ralph, you made a very good point. Like, oh, maybe they don't want you to pass, to have the ball since you're shooting like 3 for 19 or something, like you were saying, Ralph.
Something crazy. Yeah.
But either way, a lot of bad stuff going on, at least stewing up in Boston. So we have a little update. It said, after Marcus Smart told the media after the Celtics lost that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown don't want to pass the ball, the Celtics had a players-only meeting. We all know that very well around here.
Wow, nice.
Oh.
Before tonight's game against the Magic, this is per Woj, the meeting was not productive nor beneficial in any way.
Wonderful.
That was the sentiment in Boston via
That's
Woj.
awesome.
That's great.
I hate the freaking Celtics. I might hate the Celtics more than the Cowboys.
That's great.
So wait. So the only way that meeting wasn't good at all. Well, there's a couple ways. One, there's fists are flying in there. Or two, people are just saying, I ain't passing the ball. I mean, how other way is that meeting? Like, how does that meeting not as first off, as adults, as competitors, right? As professional athletes, that main goal is to win, right? How the hell is that meeting an issue? Like, that meeting's as simple as like swallowing your pride, right? Putting your ego, checking your ego at the door, and just being almost like a yes man in that meeting. Like, yep, we gotta do this better. Yeah. And even if none of that stuff even comes to fruition, the meetings are never meetings. I don't know. Maybe I've heard this like once in my life where I've heard of a players only meeting and then somebody reporting that didn't go, that nothing changed. They're gonna have to have another one tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, listen, they're gonna reconvene tomorrow because they didn't get anything out of it. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh.
What a mess.
And I'd rather deal with the mental
fucking mess.
I'd rather deal with the mental midget.
At least that's just one guy. There's 3 guys up there now.
Yep.
Just ride his bicycle around. I wonder what Anna Horford thinks about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, too much trauma for him. You might want out. Yeah.
Get her out of there.
Yeah.
Get her out.
Which one wants out, Ralphie? Which one? Which
They might-
player?
What?
Who wants out? Adam Horford or a player?
All right, I'll
Al-
freaking drive
Al
up there and pick him up.
Oh, I
I'll drive up there and pick him up.
was gonna say,
Jaylen
Shelter,
Brown.
come here.
Kidding me?
Oh, Tommy, I'm right with you.
I think the
right
issue
with
is
you.
Jason Tatum. I've been saying.
I think he's gonna get it.
I don't think the issue is Jaylen Brown. I think the issue is Tatum. I think Tatum thinks he's somebody that he's not yet. Right? Like you shooting like Kobe, bro, and you ain't making like Kobe. I would slow down because the only reason you
He's
got
been
wins, the
struggling.
only reason you guys got wins, period, is because of Brown.
Well, look over
I
the
think
last.
Brown has two. If I'm not mistaken, I think Brown has already 2 40 pieces already.
Well, look over the last 3 seasons, Tom. Who's drastically improved and who hasn't? I'm not saying Tatum sucks, but Jaylen Brown is drastically improved. Tatum's kind of the same, and that's very good. Like I would take Tatum in 5 seconds.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's
Yeah,
evolved
yeah.
their game to help their team. The other guys kind of, it's tough. I agree with Stephen White. Yeah, it does seem like perception. He is a ball hog. Tyler Horton Tatum thinks he's Kobe.
He does, and the other guy looks more like Kobe than he does. That's the problem. When your teammate,
11.
when your teammate's better than you.
Yeah. Yeah, nasty. He's been struggling, man. Big time struggling.
You know, I love too as a Sixers fan. Like I'm seeing that blow up, and I love it just because it's the Celtics. But okay, that's something to where they could blow some things up. The Pelicans, and I'm like, Brandon Ingram move. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ready to move on from Ingram? You know what I'm saying, Ralphie?
Man,
Because that team's not even a team.
no, dude. And it's what a way to blow. That just blew up right in their face, too.
They
with the
look good.
Pelicans.
They were set up to be like kind of good last year.
Man, we
Yep.
gave them 3 first rounders and 3 pick swaps and 3 of our prospects, and
Yeah.
they still can't even get out of the basement. I mean, Jesus Christ.
They're in dead last
Yeah, they
in
fucking
the
stink.
West. They're
Yeah.
below the Thunder.
But yet again, I thought, David Griffin was supposed to be, Jesus
savior,
and save the Pelicans. Christ
They
almighty.
got Lonzo and Zion. Maybe they'll take the
Who?
franchise.
Who? I mean, breaking news. First guy who's fucking 700 pounds, and he's out because of
Can you believe that?
guy's 750. Guy's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
freaking
he
got to get
came-
on a
Like
scale.
it's like Oliver Miller's size.
He came
like,
in the
come
game
on.
at 318 pounds, dude.
Like, dude, that's like
318 pounds.
Yeah.
that's what the problem is with these guys, man. I'm telling you, sometimes some guys, some kids you give money to, and they're so young, right? They're so young that it's like some it doesn't matter for, and others it's like, dude, they can't handle it. You
Yeah.
become lazy. You
Yeah.
become a little bit lazy. And that mean I'm not talking about nobody's weight, but that you got personal trainers and all this shit, right? That you can have with that kind of money. You should never be walking in a gym at 318, bro. I mean, I would
I saw
fucking
that
trade you on the
report and I
spot.
was shocked.
I would trade you on the spot. The spot you show up, I don't care who you think you are.
Yeah.
As soon as you yeah.
And he's not and he already has the knee problems too.
What was
I don't know
that?
what's
Rocky
worse,
Horse?
Greg's hat on Halloween or that.
Oh, see, I wasn't even I didn't even see Noah. I was laughing at Rob Lutman's comment. I didn't even
Oh.
see Noah until just now.
Ah,
Was
I
it
thought
What
you were
up,
laughing
Rocky?
at Noah.
Oh, that too. I'm laughing internally about that.
Oh,
and Robbie missed it, but he's a sponsor. He's the guy, Rob. We tell you to reach out at the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. So feel free, fam. Numbers right there on the bottom for all the people listening on the podcast side of things. 856-651-8117. But yeah, that's a shame, dude. You come in that big. Like, I mean, get your life together. You're making too much money. You come in that big.
yep.
Yeah.
No, Ethan, it's the same thing, man. I mean, it's the same things with him. He doesn't. That's not how he plays, essentially, in terms of Joel and being in the paint all the time and the banging. There's some fucking dry jock upstairs that's going to tell you that it's less wear and tear on his body, right? There's some sports medicine nerd going to tell you the less banging, the better, right?
Yeah.
Now, the dude's also a unicorn. and he can do things that other 7-footers can't do. And I'll say it again, I really have no problem with him shooting jumpers and stuff. Like, I really don't. But when the time comes where I need to impose his will, I need him to impose it, right? So, like, I got no problem with you shooting threes and you being that unicorn. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, in reality, he only shot 2 threes tonight, and he made one of them. So it's not like that's, like, that big of a deal. Like,
I totally
my concern with Joel is more so, can you not turn the ball over at an alarming rate, more so than what you do with shooting jumpers, etc.
Yeah, big time. Big time. And I totally get where you're coming from too, Tommy, where, crunch time comes. I don't need you on a 3-point line. I need you down low, and I need you hammering dudes down low.
We got insider Bill here. Coming from a fan, it is Tatum. We all know Kyrie is a crumb. Tatum had issues with him. Also had issues with Brown. He wants to be the man. Marcus Smart said nobody wants to pass, and the locker room is lost.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Like I said, it is Tatum. I mean, I can tell you Tatum just by his shot chart, right, and by his numbers. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, this guy's shooting way too much and not making, right? And then you look at Brown, and he's shooting and he's making. So who's the guy that's not understanding, not reading the room, right? You want to be the man all you want. So, we'll see who the Celtics value more. But I would absolutely be on the phone with him and tell him, Benny, I got you a new set of team doctors. Right? And listen, I love Tyrese. I'll put him in the deal too if I'm getting Jaylen Brown back. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Bye. And I don't want to do that. I'll go figure out a point guard later. Shea can be my starting point guard. Because I'm just looking to get the best value back. If I can get a star, a guy who's capable of being a star, I'll take him.
Man, could you imagine that?
But you're not gonna be able to do it with just Ben.
I'll tell you what, you do that trade, that rivalry's back on, man.
Can they take Thibault and Bassey instead?
I'm not gonna do that. Right?
See you, Frank.
Like, we wouldn't do that. If we were Boston fans, we'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. I'll throw Furkan in there.
No. It's only gonna get done with those. It's the only way that gets done. Oh, but that probably won't happen either, because that's like, in division. That's unrealistic.
Nah, Tatum will end up on the freaking Sacramento. Watch.
Or probably end up on like some contender out of nowhere. Like somebody who's probably going to compete for the title.
No,
he's going to make some weird move.
Hawks.
Of course.
Hawks. No, I'm serious. Hawks make sense.
They'll go to New Orleans. They'll just swap Brandon Ingram for Jaylen Brown.
Jesus. Actually, I can see that, Ralphie. They trade the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
What is he going to be, Zion's personal trainer too?
No idea. That's a good question.
Did you hear what Barkley said about Zion last night, by the way?
Uh-uh.
I'll read you the quote. They were showing because I guess they were on TNT last night. They were covering the Pelicans game. I guess that was the second game. I think they were playing the Suns.
Yep.
They were showing him jogging up and down the court. I actually just posted this on social. He said, it looks like me and Shaq had a baby.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
He said me and Shaq had a baby.
Look at him though.
Come
on, man. Come on.
I love it.
Dude, it's like James Harden hold my beer last year.
Dude,
Here, James. Hold on, buddy. I got you.
That's up there.
I got you. People forget about you real fast.
I should make a "Who Did It Better" meme, Tom, with James Fat Harden on one side and then Zion right now. Only problem is one guy was like, I think he was wearing like a bodysuit.
Yeah.
Pound the like button. Agree with you, Donnie. Let's go.
Yep.
Well, we didn't even talk about the Hawks. We just beat the Hawks. Well, we just beat the Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless if you were referring to trading, who was it? Jason Tatum to the Hawks?
Oh, yeah, I'll deal with that if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Hawks right now. No disrespect to Hawks fans, but they won the series because we choked. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. But like we choked. Or Ben choked. Or the side piece of top.
We'll go with the latter.
Yeah, Ben dunks that ball. That game's over.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's kind of true.
Or Ben actually makes free throws.
Ooh.
J Love, I'm not
coming
sure
out
this team
strong.
gets out the first round without Simmons.
Well, J Love, you know what the problem is? There's no way of knowing that right now. And then what I mean by that is we don't know what a return would be. We don't know if this is the final roster. We don't know.
Mhm.
But I would say this you know, there's a lot of basketball still to be played here, but this young group has been a little bit fun to watch. Now, you know, what it takes to play a full 82 NBA season is a little bit different, right? But, you know, starting off here, they've been impressive, knowing that they're, you know, I mean, a little bit, a little bit light in key areas, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how
I just think the spacing right now without Simmons is it's night and day, man. It's night and day. And you have a guy like Maxey who can finally get to the rim and he'll lay the ball up. He can shoot the ball.
A point guard that attacks, Ralphie. What a crazy concept that is, huh?
Yeah.
Like if you're a Sixers fan and you can't see the difference in the spacing with Simmons off the floor and on the court, I can't help you.
You know what's crazy? That shot Lonzo just hit, he couldn't hit that shot 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, and his new jump shot is sweet.
No,
nice jump shot.
He would have plunked the backboard on it.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
The guy, I'll ask you guys this, and granted, it's an extremely small sample size, but unfortunately, we're going to be forced to seeing it full-fledged, at least for the next 10 or so days. I think Seth Curry, aside from obviously Embiid being very good and Maxey looking good, and you know, Niang, Seth Curry, even when Tobias was healthy, he's been the second best player, sometimes the best player on the basketball court.
Agreed.
It started at the end of last year when he came back. Like, I feel like he was hot. Then he was out with COVID for a minute, and then I feel like he had trouble finding his footing for a while.
Mhm.
But I would say, like, at the end of the year and then in the playoffs, you know, he was probably arguably your second option to that point. So, I mean, he's been good. He's been good.
So to J Love's point, aside from, you know, we don't know what the team's going to look like, seeing if this is just going to be Seth Curry as a Sixer now, to where this is like we expect Tobias to give us 20, 25, you know, being that second option, you know, along with Embiid. If Seth Curry's going to elevate his role to where, you know, when he came here, we thought, okay, we got him for Richardson. He's going to be another shooter, but kind of the fourth or fifth option. You know what I'm saying? Just a role-playing, really good shooter that's going to be a part of the lineup, but, you know, we don't expect 25 a night from him. If he's going to go into this role where we can expect him to be more of an impact than he already was, kind of to your point, Tom, like he was in the playoffs, that's gigantic. That's gigantic. And I'm not saying, this is the answer. Again, another one that you just hit. I'm not saying this is going to be the answer, like, this is the second star that we need along with Embiid. No, but Christ, having another key guy that could be an impact for you that we didn't really know what to expect, you know, long-term wise, that's gigantic. Especially he can shoot too.
Yeah, sorry. I'm eyeing the big fella up underneath me here. And one. Nope. Yeah, it's nice to have if he can be consistent with it, right? Which he hasn't. There's no reason for me not to think he can't. But listen, you know, pure shooters are going to go through their issues at times too, and you know, I'm sure we'll go through his ups and downs. But I mean, he's been more up than down, which has been a big positive for us.
The big thing too, Tom, not that he couldn't do this before, but he's not one of these shooters that all he can do is just catch and shoot. No, he can take a defender on the dribble. He's going to go, you know, you saw it a couple times to where he can make, you know, he can actually attack the rim and all that stuff, to where, say his 3-point shot isn't falling, he does have other ways to score other than just a one-dimensional guy like you would have off the bench, for example.
Yeah, he's got a mid-ranger and, you know, those types of things. Definitely. I agree there. He's a good player, and I'm glad he's been better here than I think all of us thought he would be. Right? I think he's been a little bit better than what we thought. right?
Yeah,
Like, we knew we were getting a good shooter. We knew we were getting a good shooter, but I think his game's evolved a little bit with the minutes, right? The opportunity and being able to play with a big man that takes up people's game plans. I mean, people got a game plan to stop Joel Embiid, and they're going to say we're going to let some other guys try to beat us, right, at times, or etc. Right, but it takes a little bit of pressure off, and he's been great. He's been great. So I hope it continues.
No, you're right though, Tom. Like when he was traded, first off, I still look back. I can't believe we got him just for Josh Richardson.
Yeah,
and I know it was like a second round pick in there, but I think they ended up getting who was that? Tyrell Terry?
Yeah,
and they cut him.
Terry. Yeah,
And they cut him.
So it doesn't even matter who they used it. I mean, so it was a horrible trade for the Mavericks. And that night when we got him, I thought he was just going to be like a sixth man. I wasn't even sure if he was going to be a starter, Tom.
Yeah.
So to your point, not only has he been, a key starter for us, he's been, extremely impactful player.
Yeah, he has.
And another guy that can create his own shot off the dribble too. So which is always nice for an offense like that.
Mm-hmm. Bill's been asked this like 3 times for us. Scott or Gainwell in fantasy this week? Anybody? I have to play one of them. Do you have to play one of them, Bill?
Yeah. Is there anybody else on the waiver wire that you can go after? Or
I don't trust none of my running backs. So I don't got an answer for you, Will.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to choose one of them, I would say Scott, just because he's coming off of a week, and it seemed like last week was a benching because of on Gainwell, just because he fumbled it the week before. But
yeah.
I don't know, Bill. I think you ride the hot hand and go with Boston Scott, but at the same time, I don't know what we're going to do run game wise on Sunday.
Sirianni will be foolish enough to throw it 45 times.
No, I'll ask you this question. Do you know? I want to see if you know this. Do you know who is ranked 32nd in run defense in the NFL? Which team?
I'm going to say the Los Angeles Chargers.
Very good. Do you think Nick Sirianni knows that?
Nope.
Not a fucking chance in hell.
I was going to say, even if he did know that, my next question was going to be, do you think he cares?
Not a chance in hell. You know why? Because Jeffy doesn't care. Because I bet you Jeffy put a little note on Sirianni's desk saying, if you want to keep your shit in this desk, you're going to throw the ball this week.
Yeah.
There you go, Joe. There you go, Joe.
68-53 Sixers. So, listen, looking good. Looking really good. I mean, it's the team that should come in here and beat them tonight. I mean, it should. You were out.
Yeah,
You were out three of your starters from last year.
Yeah.
Listen, if you can win this game without no Danny Green, no Tobias, I mean, shit, dude, you're 6-2, and you beat a Portland team that was at full health.
A foul.
Yeah, that was clearly a foul.
Sorry, Ralphie.
So what you were saying, Ralph?
No, I was just saying, it back-to-back wins when 2 of your starters are down at home too. That's huge.
Yep.
Yeah, now we're only up 11. So
here we go.
Then we started to blow fast.
Just when I was getting ready to say this has been a stress-free evening, the stress seems like it could be coming. Especially if Ferk doesn't make it. Please make it, damn it.
All right, Bulls have a chance.
No stress here.
Here it is. Sixers only up 9 right now, and plenty of time to go in this game. And this is why this is when the energy starts getting going. This is why when we do live reactions here for Sixers, I always, Ryan, as I feel about it, I always feel like it's like you wait till after halftime. You know what I mean? You come out and you get started in the third quarter too, because nothing matters in the fucking first half. Like nothing matters in the first half of NBA games, no matter what side you're on. But you don't want to be down 20. Don't get me wrong, but like. If you're down 12 at half, it's like, okay.
Tom, you know what's crazy? We've been on some shows where for Sixers games, the third quarter doesn't matter. It's like, oh, we're up by 20, 23. Oh, that ain't well.
Yes.
Yep, you're totally right, Tommy. The first half of NBA games, it does not matter. It does not matter.
Not even a tiny bit. It's crazy. But listen, Sixers still up 9 though. Yeah. Okay, so we hope we go on a run. But we shot the ball really well in the first half. And we talked a little bit about that coming out of half. Like, are they going to continue that? It's hard to do. So that's where you got to get stops defensively.
And especially, I think Chicago was like 2 for 11 from 3.
Yep. Now they're 3 for 15 from 3 right now. At 20%. We're 8 for 16, 50%. We're shooting 56% from the field. They're shooting 43% from the field, and we're only up 9. And 9's still a lot, but we're only up 9. They're 8 for 8 from the line. We are 10 for 12 from the line. Our leading scorer is Seth Curry with 16.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because maybe I've got the red and blue or whatever color this is tonight, sunglasses on. I a family member, okay? I'm not going to name names. Went in our chat and just said, Embiid looking out of shape. Does he look out of shape? Why do we go to that?
Because that's what everybody's going to forever. Because he's big. So if he's big, you're going to look at you're going to look at Joker and say every year he's out of shape.
Man, Jokic.
You know what I'm saying?
No, about Jokic, and he plays a full 82.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
You can say it about guys like he's playing, like he's in shape.
Right.
I don't go with he out of shape. Like he's a big guy.
What do you want to be? 175 pounds, looking like a toothpick, dude? I mean, what do you want him to look like?
Yeah, ball.
Hey, he's trying to get out of there. See him liking tweets. He's trying to get out of there, Ralphie.
Yeah.
Is he? I missed that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Ball running out.
Yep, he wants out. He says he's tired running the bench.
Put some respect on my name. Good old ball.
Listen, I'll bring him in.
He won't even play here.
He won't.
Oh, no. Listen, we'll cut Bassey. We'll make him. Listen, I'll cut B-Ball Paul for Ball, okay?
We're doing the same thing that he is doing right now in Denver.
Oh, no. We'll make sure he's happy. We'll make
big possession for the Sixers here coming out of the timeout. Though.
Yeah.
Mo Cheeks in the house.
Oh
God.
What up, Mo? Big possession.
Come on, Joe. Can you just make this so all these freaking out of shape people shut up? Oh, he passed it off. Out of shape.
Ah.
Damn it.
Sorry. Yeah, I think he is out of shape.
Shut up, Ralphie.
Sorry.
I saw AD go down in the fourth quarter yesterday. I could hear all of Lakers Nation start screaming, "Oh my God, his knee! Oh my God!"
And listen, I mean, I'm not going to run around telling you the guy's in the greatest shape of all time either. I'm just going to say, I don't run to that. You can want to talk sluggish, you want to talk doesn't look right, tonight. Right. I mean, everything's are fine.
Yeah, he's fine. I think maybe it's just the knee, but other than that, I think he's been playing very good basketball, Joel. If not very good, great basketball.
Or he knows, hey, some of my teammates are playing well, like Niang. Damn. So perfect if he would have made that.
Yeah, would have been perfect timing.
There's a thing called cruise control also. I'm not saying we want Joel to be on cruise control, but other guys have been hitting shots and it's been working. Yep.
And other guys are stepping up when Joel is not playing, like Drummond,
which is also nice.
Tom, I feel like if some Sixers fans don't see Joel crashing and diving to the floor, we automatically think, he's out of shape.
Yeah. Or he's hurt.
No, I think if he's just not, I think it's as simple as when you're shooting, 4 for 11 the night, and you don't look good doing it. It's just what people run to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People think whatever they want about it. I mean, that's been the common theme since the day he was drafted here. So nothing's changed. True. That's all I've ever heard. If he has a bad night, he's not in shape. So I don't know either way. I'm not one to tell you he is or isn't, but I would assume he's fine.
Yeah.
He's also huge. He's fucking gigantic. I was like people trying to tell me back in the day Ryan Howard wasn't in shape. And I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? Like a 300-pound buddy. Right there, didn't look like he had any lift. Right. But lift's different than being in shape.
Yeah, exactly. 10-0 run. This is great.
Ugh.
Just pass it to Niang, please. See, I don't like that. Okay, he starts out way too far. You don't need to start out like posting up out by the friggin' perimeter. I don't like that. I will say that. Like, I know it's Vucevic.
Niang.
There you go. Niang.
Seth Curry.
He's so good.
Hey, young Doss, I'm in it to win it.
Oh, what kind of a pass was that?
I wish they showed the replay of this.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's just lethal. I mean, you just can't stop that. No, Ethan, like, and I know it's all about spacing. I know they double team him, but and Vucevic is a very good player and he's a solid defender, but you're bailing out a defender and you're making your job harder by starting out your post there. You know what I'm saying? That's what will cause a turnover.
No, yeah, but no, it just depends on, I don't know what their play call is there, right? Like, I don't know, like, what they're running. Is he supposed to be to be at the elbow? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It might be the motion offense they're running to put him there too sometimes. So sometimes it is on him. I feel like they'll sit out too far. If you're going to get in the post and go one-on-one, I'd much rather you I would much rather you get that lower and get yourself in the position earlier so that you're already down there.
Yeah, I agree.
Gotcha.
Power. I'm not worried about Lavine. If the Bulls win, they win. I'm not worried about fucking Lavine. Oh my God, Noah, Jesus! Look at him.
What's up, buddy?
Look at you.
It almost looks like the scene in E.T. where he's hiding amongst the stuffed animals.
I'm laying on the floor. My back is killing me.
You know where you can go, Noah? You know where
Where
you
can you go, Ryan?
You know, specialized physical therapy.
Hey, there you go.
Noah? You know their locations, Noah?
Please inform me.
Ralphie, where can you go to check out specialized physical therapy, Ralphie?
Oh, specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
And they got
Burlington,
2 locations
Cherry
at Burlington and Cherry Hill.
Thank you, Tom.
You can see our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal. You can make him yours over at specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
Thanks, fellas.
A little body check wellness too. Promo code A2D, 25% off.
They got a line of topicals, gummies,
Back rollers.
creams, back rollers, all using the full potential of hemp. You can use promo code A2D for 25% off. Only at bodycheckwellness.com. And when former Flyer and Body Check Wellness founder Riley Cote appears on the Hockey Happy Hour, please be prepared for a special deal. May be up to 40% off.
Wait, there's more.
Frank, why did Frank sound like a flight attendant doing that read?
We have exits here.
Yep.
Yeah, exits here. And then if a mask comes down, you can just put it right over your head and put it over, and then your seat will inflate.
You get 2 free bottles.
Yeah, you get 2 free bottles.
Well,
For the price of 1.
Inflatable seats. Just put the straw on and blow.
What is Laramie Tunsil going to show you how to put the mask on?
Probably.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a callback. Lord.
Wow.
Laramie.
Gas mask.
Sixers
Good
up.
time.
No, Stelios. I don't think we want to talk about Ben. Thanks, brother.
No.
He's not, unless he's on the court right now and we don't see him.
Rebound. Good job.
There we go.
So what's this 5 you got out there right now? You got Niang,
Oh my
Seth,
God.
Embiid, Shake,
And Tease.
I think I'm more useful to the Sixers right now than Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I think at least you're watching the game now.
Yeah.
I know Simmons isn't.
Well, no, I'm not even watching the
Oh
game
God,
tonight.
I tried giving you credit.
I got booted upstairs. The little one took the TV from me.
Oh my gosh.
But they put baby in a corner over there.
Literally.
Yeah.
Put you right in the corner.
Yep. Lily put me in my place.
Oh, he can't be stopped.
Seth Curry.
He can't be stopped. What is this? Asia, thank you for the super chat. Do you want to trade Darius Slayton for your Darius? Darius Slay? I guess you're saying?
Yeah.
He's the new Evan Ingram with Butterfinger hands. I'm talking about Slayton. No, number one, because the deadline was a couple days ago.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trade
no.
one big play slay for another play slay. I'm good.
Nah.
Nah.
There you go, Shake.
There we go. Let's go. Keep this going. Keep shooting threes.
So you've got Lonzo, Vucevic, Lavine, Caruso. Who's at the top? Who's at the top of the screen, Ralphie, for the Bulls?
That is Green. He played overseas last year. I actually just looked him up because I didn't know who it was either. But he's Kobe White's injured, so the rotation's weird now. But
Okay.
I know they drafted the kid from Illinois last year.
Yeah,
the
Ojasunu.
freshman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was-
Dosimo? Dosimo?
Yeah. But I don't know if he's in the rotation at all.
I haven't really seen him that much.
Javonte Green, huh?
Yeah, I think he played overseas last year.
He played for Boston, and then before that, he would play for Ratio Farm Ulm in Germany, Trieste over in Italy, and Piche Gallego over in Spain. Yes, Asia.
Apparently, Buster Posey is retiring.
Yep.
Yep.
Welcome, Noah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yep.
What's
Yeah.
up, Ralph?
I said, yeah,
Dang.
he is retiring.
Yeah, absolutely, Bobby.
It's scary how good this team is going to be when we actually have a true point guard. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good defense there, Shake.
There we go.
Pass it off.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, you've got
Happy
Caruso.
early birthday, Maxey.
Dosimo's played 8 minutes tonight, Ralphie.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got Tony Brad. I keep forgetting Tony Bradley's in here. Tony Bradley.
He's on the court right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
Derek Jones Jr. Yeah, the guys who haven't dressed for. Oh, my. The ESPN app just crashed.
Uh-oh.
What the hell's going on? Ralphie, do your Lakers play tonight?
No, tomorrow. I must say, dude, I love the Sixers jerseys tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ralph and I were talking about it like before the show. Like, I love the tribute to the Spectrum. I would love to see a white version of those uniforms.
Yeah, I love these jerseys. These are sick.
Yeah, they're probably one of the best in the league right now with the Spectrum tribute.
And then they had the old school warm-ups on today. That was
I can't believe I
sick,
didn't
too.
see those.
Did he miss the first one?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, he made the second.
Oh man.
84-70. 50 seconds left to go in the third.
Yep.
Well, mine says 45.
You're going to calm down for 4 seconds then.
Yeah. Given that Delco Standard Time.
That's what we're going to do about that.
Yeah.
Drummond, you don't even make that pass.
Ah.
Don't let him set up.
Nice.
Good defense. Good defense. Good defense. About 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And if you're on Ralph's time, 10 seconds.
Oh, on Ralph's time, the game's already over.
Yeah. It's already on the next game.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Come on, don't make this. Don't do this. Don't do
make
that.
this.
No.
Ah.
That's huge going into the fourth.
84-72 entering the fourth. Let me give you a little quick stats update real quick on the leaders. You've got DeRozan for the Bulls, 8 for 15 for 25 points. Vucevic, 2 for 6 with only 4 points tonight. Lonzo's got 8 points, 3 for 9, 2 for 5 from 3. Zach Lavine, 11 for 19, 2 for 5 from 3 with 27 points. And only 4 bench points for the Bulls so far. That's what's killed them. All 4 of those coming from Alex Caruso.
And I got the stat line for the Sixers as well. If you want me to read those off.
Sure.
All right, so let's start with the Fat Curry, George Niang leading the Sixers in points with 18, followed by Seth Curry with 16, Joel with 13, on pace for a possible triple-double. He also has 7 rebounds and 6 assists. Tyrese Maxey, 10 points. Furky from Turkey with 9. Shake with 7. Tease with 6. Isaiah Joe with 3. And Andre Drummond with 2 points.
Bobby DeGrecchio in 5 seconds. Yeah. Are they going to do it? No, probably not. Let me give you a quick update around the NBA because I know we were talking about that, doing a little national spin on things. The Cavaliers are currently up 84-75 on the Trailblazers. Let me give you I'll give you a Damian Lillard stat update. Oh, it's not going well. Oh my God. Ralphie, are you ready for a Damian Lillard stat update?
Yeah, and I got a little Damian Lillard news too. So go ahead.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know where you're going, but okay. Through 30 minutes, he's 7 for 20 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3 with 17 points.
Ugh.
What do you have on Dame?
Well, this article just broke that Lillard met with LeBron and AD in Los Angeles during the offseason.
And who wrote it?
Quote, that LeBron invited him to his Brentwood house in Los Angeles to have a lunch.
Tampering. It's freaking tampering.
And Bron asked, and he quote, this is what Dame said, quote, Bron asked what I was thinking with my situation, and I told him what I'm telling you, that I just want to be in a position to win it all. Lillard told Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports.
There we go.
Let me get this friggin' straight. You friggin' scum over
and
there.
There's another quote, but it's like a paragraph. So
well, you can hold the friggin' paragraph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something to you, okay? Because you Michigan State Lakers, you can tell Bron this. Stay the hell away. Stay away. You went and got Westbrook, whatever this friggin' no.
It's not happening anymore for us.
What could you possibly give them?
No, I know it's over. Yeah, it's that
when you're 90 centers. You want Anthony Davis? One of Anthony Davis's bad knees? It's ridiculous. And now you just want to win, Dame? Get the hell out of Portland.
Yeah. It's pretty bad when your most big offseason move, well, for Portland wise, is to bring in Cody Zeller.
And bring in a new head coach.
And Tony Snell.
Yeah. So. And listen, we've sat here multiple times saying, no matter what Portland does, any moves, he's just not going to win one there, not in the West.
No, they stink. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying this because I want Dame.
No, you're being realistic. Yeah, they stink.
Yeah.
And we sat here in the offseason, we said it, and people called us crazy and said, I don't know about that. Well, they ain't doing anything in the offseason. They did nothing.
This is what that GM, I forget the name of the GM out in Portland, but whoever it is, he's a friggin' moron. He literally said to himself and his organization and his fan base, hey, I know we didn't win it all this year, for like the 9th time, or not even win it all, like get close to winning it all. The true issue was the coach. And I'm not saying the coach is awesome.
Terry Stotts was the issue? Is he, real quick, is he coaching anywhere?
I think he's an assistant.
Or is he taking the year off?
Yeah. I feel like he's an assistant somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't follow Terry. I'm not sure. But they said, what's the missing key? Rookie head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
Not like a new roster, not help for Dame, not players that actually can play defense. It's like, we're going to get Norman Powell and then extend them. I like Norman Powell, but they don't need more scoring. You need stability in an organization. You need somebody to actually help you on the other side of the floor. Because they might be the worst defensive team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're like they just got bad at defense. They've always been bad at defense. And I feel bad because they have like young players to where like if they just blew it up, okay, you can actually compete. It's not like, oh, they're going to go through the process.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if the Celtics put an offer together?
Why wouldn't they? Why they would be smart to? They would be smart to. I said, what was I saying all summer, Ralph? I said,
what was that?
The Celtics are okay, call timeout. See,
Lonzo!
This is where the Portland talk
Lonzo
stops.
and Caruso.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was saying all summer that the one team that can give them a better package than us is Boston, if they want to.
Yeah, they literally got three. They got two guys that could seal the deal right now if they really wanted to.
Yep.
Put one of them in and it gets it done. You know what I mean?
What is it? Bobby DeGrecchio. Ben, I want to go to the West Coast. Dame, I just want to win. Dame, we have the best center and team in the East. And team in the East ready to win for you. We have a West Coast. Ben, we have a West Coast team for you. Get Dame to Philly.
Yeah.
See, that would be if
Portland's on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Oregon's on the West Coast.
Even though it's not a California team.
Yeah, it's close.
Not
Listen, he can drive.
Oregon. Yeah. Yeah, it's a state up. Just one state up.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Other than that, you've got the Pacers entering the fourth quarter up 5 on the Knicks, 80-75. Malcolm Brogdon is back, so it's like this might be the first time they actually have all 5 of their starters.
The Blazers are losing to the Cavs. Holy shit.
Jeez.
No, the Blazers have actually cut the lead. They were down by like 13. Now it's only a 5-point game. At least right now, and this is probably just because the Magic suck, the Celtics are up by 23 on the Magic.
They're back.
Well, the team's back. Jason Tatum's not back because he is a whopping 4 for 16 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3.
Jeez.
But once again, Jaylen Brown, inefficient, 9 for 13, 3 for 5 from 3 for 25. But sure, just trade Jaylen Brown. He's the issue.
All I got to say is Ja Morant is looking very, very good yet again.
You know what I feel bad for, Ralphie and family?
I feel bad for
2 players. And I feel bad, like they're getting paid a lot of money. So like I feel bad, like kind of, not really. Ja Morant and Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Because they are 2 of the most exciting young basketball players in the league. They both have tremendous futures. I mean, they are probably going to be 2 of the biggest faces in the league once, the LeBrons and, some of the older guys move on. And they just have no help.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mavericks said, hey, we're going to almost do a Sixers star hunting summer like we tried to do back in 2017, 2018.
Yep.
And they got nowhere.
And you got Reggie effing Bullock.
Yeah.
And you extended who's the guy they extended? He's their second option.
Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
And he's not.
Well, and the Mavericks kind of quartered themselves in this offseason when they were trying to go all in Kyle Lowry. And then once he said, I'm a lock I'm going to Miami. There's no money that's going to determine, shade me the other way. They handcuffed themselves. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a team that makes sense for Tatum, by the way. But the problem is the Mavericks don't have anything that the Celtics would want.
No,
I just don't even know if Tatum and Doncic would work together. I mean, it looks great on paper, right? 2 superstars playing. I just don't know if both of them could play together and play their games. You know what I mean?
Max, that wasn't good.
not a good play.
You can't be trying to float over Vucevic, or not even Vucevic. It was Tony Bradley. Even worse.
All right, back to us.
Sixers 85, Bulls 78, 9:48 left to go in the fourth.
Yep.
What happened there?
Not too happy. Lonzo stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Thanks.
There's the replay. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Whole foot out of bounds.
Maxey bringing up the ball. Passes it off.
So
I'm sorry.
keeping them at arm's length.
What's up, Noah?
Corky.
Still keeping them at arm's length, right? Up
87, 78 now for the Sixers. 9:30 left to go in the fourth.
All right. 9-point game.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Little pick and roll action with DeRozan. Why?
Foul on Shake. Reaching.
I hate reaching fouls so
A little
much.
fake pass there from Korkmaz. for the little layup. Little
Look at
layup.
the penetration by Cork. So you've got Cork, Drummond, Maxey. Is that Niang over in the corner?
Yes.
And then Shake. So you've got 2 guards. So you've got both of your guards out there right now.
Whoa.
Can't do that this year, Lonzo. And and another thing too, real quick before they get back into the Sixers' possession, I'm loving the new fouls or the non-fouls this year for the NBA. It's enjoyable to watch now.
Unless you're Trae Young, they're still calling it on Trae Young though, Ralphie.
Yeah.
I have not seen that.
I've actually saw some of that. Yeah.
It's the same thing. He's doing the stupid this. He's backing up, doing all this, moving and shaking. They're still calling it like last year.
Yep. I think James Harden is somewhat getting away with those as well.
No. He's suffering.
I know he's suffering, but I know they give him some here and there.
I've seen
but Trae Young, absolutely. They're still giving it to him.
Come on, Drummond, pass it off. Gotta go.
Hey, boys, I'll be back in a minute.
All right, buddy.
Okay. As we watch all of this unfold, you're still on camera.
with the mid-range, 87-80. Sixers with 8:32 left to go in the fourth. DeRozan's got 29 points tonight for Chicago.
Whatever Noah did, he made my screen freeze. I don't know if he went off camera or something.
I think, I think he moved his camera. Now we're looking at his wall.
You're looking at the ceiling, all right?
Yep.
Oh,
come on, Shake.
Oh,
jeez. Right, we're not doing this. We're not doing
And that's the Bull. That's a 3 for the Bulls, 87-83.
There's Dosimo. Dosimo.
Bulls cut it down the floor with some 7 minutes and change left to go in the fourth.
And now we got a lady on camera
and
talking about
presented by Toyota. No, I'm just
kidding. Some of the other
we got
scores,
a bald guy.
Some of the other scores around the league, real quick. I still can't see you guys, by the way. There you go. I'm back here.
Hey,
Ethan. He's probably going to be back on the court after the commercial break. By the way.
Yeah.
You've got Raptors 93-86 over the Wizards.
How are they? What's their record now? I think last time I saw it was 5-2, 5-3.
Which team? Which team are you talking about?
Raptors.
5-3, 5-2 for the Wizards.
Okay. So they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Van Vliet with 27 so far. Leading. That's the leading scorer in the game. Beal with 20 for the Wizards.
Oh, did you see the new thing that the Raptors are doing now with their offense in some possessions? Instead of the point guard bringing up the ball, they have Achua bringing up the ball, their center, and then they just run the offense off of that. It's weird, but it's been working for them.
Yeah. Listen, anything Nick Nurse decides to do, I will.
Listen. Yeah, I'll listen. I'll sit down and watch that.
Oh.
No, I did that. I'll bring him back.
I thought I was like,
I'll bring him back when he's on camera. I'm not looking at a wall.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like they have Achua bring the ball up, and then they just run the half-court offense from him.
At halftime, you've got Brooklyn up 61-59 on the Hawks. I believe that's the nationally televised game.
Yes, it's on ESPN, I think. Let me check.
It is.
Yep. And then the Warriors are right after them.
Trae Young struggling so far, at least field goal wise.
What
3
a shame.
for 11.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. You hate to see it. James Harden only got off 4 shots in the first half.
Damn.
I can't stand that they do this little after the game, post game live thing. It's like, just go to the game, please.
Yeah, please. And I
got
got to promote it.
Respect the guys on the screen, but I'm like, can we come on now? Colin Gamble, quick Phillies note. Phillies did not pick up player options for Herrera and McCutchen. Yeah, we talked about that pre-show. McCutchen did tweet the last hour that he's far from done. I would entertain bringing back Kutch on, a cheaper deal if it came to it. I don't ever need to see Odubel Herrera ever again, though. There you are. Is he back?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No? Okay.
I'm here, brother.
All right. 4-point game, Noah, with 8 minutes to go.
Uh-oh.
So the Bulls have scored 11 points in this fourth quarter to the Sixers 3. Sixers won the first and second quarter. Bulls have won the third quarter, 28 points.
Come on, Max. It's
Come
not good.
on.
It's not good.
Buckle up your seatbelts. Gonna be a bumpy ride.
DeRozan's he just can't miss.
DeRozan again, mid-range, 87, 85. Sixers, 7:23 left to go in the fourth. 31 on the night for DeRozan.
Jeez.
Yeah, he'll end up
The
before.
mid-range killer.
Yeah. Every time he shoots it, it always goes in.
He's nice, man. He's so good at the mid-range. Him and Melo. Ooh. Money
Turnover
for
by Embiid. Fam, stay tuned also. Once this game is done, we'll be giving our Eagles preview, locks of the week, NFL predictions, all that stuff.
Yep.
So got a little bit of everything for you guys as well. If you guys have any questions, surrounding the NBA and the Sixers, we're always here for you.
Right.
Come on, Max. Try and keep
Come
all
on.
Frank, are you echoing me?
No.
He's been off tonight. Jesus Christ.
Who?
Zach Lavine.
Oh.
Has he?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Look.
Derek Jones Jr. down?
Yep. Let's see.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a screen.
Nope. It's a screen.
Not my fault you ran into my shoulder.
Yeah.
Ran right into his shoulder.
Yep.
There's nothing there.
Damn, Zach Levine's got 27 tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think
That's
he's
a
having an off
quiet
night.
ass
Yeah.
27. Every time I've been looking, he's been airborne or missing.
Yeah. I mean, he made that spectacular dunk earlier.
Yeah, it was
Other
a
than
little,
that,
yeah,
it was
he's a
very
minus
quiet
fucking
27.
12.
I agree with that.
He's a good player, Ralphie. Even on his bad nights, he's still good.
Damn, that's a quiet 27, man. I'll give him that. All right.
Come on.
Max.
Come on.
87-85 Sixers in the fourth.
I can't do this.
DeRozan again, 33 on the night. Tie game at 87, 6:32 left to go in the fourth.
Remember how we were saying this was a stress-free game like 25 minutes ago?
Yep.
There
Thank you,
we
Seth.
go.
Thank you, Seth. It's 2 point. Long two.
All right. Hey, it's better than walking out with nothing. Let's go.
Oh, don't sag off of him, Joe.
Get
Fresh 14.
all right.
That I'll take.
There we
Pass
go.
it off to a guy who can dribble, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, it's a foul.
That's a foul.
Yeah, that's a foul. Okay.
Yep.
Foul on Vucevic.
All right.
Embiid to the line for two.
I gotta see.
89-87 Sixers in the
I gotta
fourth.
see if any of the Bulls guys are in foul trouble. I don't believe so.
No.
Yeah, man. I didn't realize that Lavine had that many points. Every time I looked, I thought it was either clanking or it was an air ball.
Yeah, I mean it's not a great night. I mean he has 27 points and 21 shots, so I'm not saying it's a good night.
There we go.
Is Embiid all right?
Don't do this, Ralphie.
Stop.
Just asking.
Yeah, huffing and puffing. I see him. I see. No, hey, Ralphie. I know why you're asking. You're not wrong for asking. I just don't want you to ask. I know, Ethan. It's like crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You tell Doc something, huh? No, Brandon. If we did that, you wouldn't see us because there's a thing called copyright. Thank you.
Yes. And Adam Silver will kill us all.
Yeah, I don't want to get on Adam's bad side.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of that. It's like, what? Where's the game? Why aren't you showing? Well,
Well,
there's a couple of reasons for that. I'll let you guys figure that out for yourselves. J Love, no, it's not great. It's not great, especially at home.
6 points in the quarter for the Sixers so far to the Bulls 15.
Now, let's see here, because what we've seen so far, not only in the playoffs, but this season that you get down to these final 5-6 minutes of game time, and they don't really have a plan offensive-wise under Doc Rivers. It's kind of just like, hey, give it to the hottest guy and just let him just go do something. So if it's like Joe, like just go do something. If it's Seth, hey, just try and get him in space, but they're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no plan. It's just like, hey, guys, just go out there. And it also seems like in the past, like it seemed like what they were doing in the third, aside from they just got cold, I think that they give up a lot of these leads because you go passive. It's like you're just playing not to lose. I know, Jesse.
Yeah.
Points in the paint for the Bulls is 48 to the
Joe.
Sixers 28. Biggest lead of the game was the Sixers by 18. And right now they're only up by 3, 90-87 Sixers.
When was that lead, Ralphie? Late in the third?
I can look.
That was probably at the end of the third, I believe. Or at least close to the end of the third.
They call that a foul. Damn, I thought it was a clean block.
Yeah,
it was probably contact beforehand. It's probably on the end.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Knocked the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Oh, missed one here, Jones. Come on now. I stuck up for you in the dunk contest. Give me back some. Nope. All right. Screw you. J Love, what's the record? Amount of blown leads?
That's a good question, Jay.
That is very good one. Now we're talking about blown leads under Doc Rivers or certain time period.
90 to 89 Sixers. 5:27 left to go in the fourth.
Hey Molly, what's up? Just
hanging on a prayer.
Yeah, just blowing leads. That's what's up.
Hey!
Thank you, Seth.
3-point game again.
Oh, there we go.
A lot of contact there. Didn't know how that's not a foul. I will take it, though. Seth, please. Yeah, take your time. Yang.
Oh,
God.
all right.
Okay.
Good rebound. Let's go.
And one for Joel Embiid.
That was a long pass by Niang. That was a pass. That was a setup pass.
Yeah.
94-89 Sixers and beat to the line for one.
That's right. That's right, Jesse. That was intentionally supposed to look like a shoot, and it was a pass to throw off the defense.
Yeah. Great job, Fat Curry and Joe.
That was a really bad shot.
That was.
Really bad.
5 minutes even left to go in the fourth.
Yeah. Ralph, have you considered doing play-by-play?
No, not really.
Oh.
Was that a shot at me, Frank?
No, it was a legitimate question.
Oh.
Brinks, yeah, it has been a minute. Like I said, Brinks, we'll just call it a pass to Joe. You gotta make your free
It
throw.
might have been 2 weeks.
Are you
I haven't seen
bad?
that guy missing 2 weeks.
No problem, Wayne. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is fun.
Yes, 71 watching.
I'd be screaming in the house by myself right now. Thank you for the missed layup, by the way.
This shit I was seeing every time I looked up. That's what I'm saying. Lavine got 27. Every time I look up, it's that.
Ralphie, he knows he's a future Sixer, so he's going to help us out. Posterize.
And one.
Oh no! No!
The
The knee.
No. Okay.
Foul on Vucevic. Embiid to the line for two. 94-89. 4:34 left to go in the fourth.
Is he okay?
Let's see the replay.
The way he was holding that knee, I didn't like it. Watch the knee. Watch the knee. Oh.
He's
I don't know why he didn't get that scoped in the offseason.
It's the other knee, Ralphie.
Oh, no, it's the other knee?
Yeah.
Jeez. Around the NBA real quick, Cleveland's winning 103-99 against Portland. You hate to see it sometimes.
Love it.
Pacers are beating the Knicks 95-90. Boston's beating Orlando 84-70.
I can deal with it.
Toronto's beating Washington 103-95. Second half of the Hawks and Brooklyn game, they're 5 minutes into it, or 5 minutes left, in the third. Atlanta's losing 75-72. And Denver and Memphis are at half. Memphis is up by 1, 56-55.
All right. Thank you, Ralphie. Andy said that you were the next JR, Jim Ross.
Oh, thanks, Andy.
It's good. Jesse Davis says, Joe literally makes sure his legs are hyperextended before he lands on the ground. Who does that? Jesus. Someone you can be bad. Somehow you can be bad at falling. Let's see. No more. I listen. He's got to. It's always something.
Yeah.
Oh, look, coast to coast coverage.
Hey.
119, 117 win.
30-10 last night for Bron.
Yeah, a little stressful. Kind of disappeared in the fourth, huh?
Hey, man. How about the Miami Heat?
Molly Mall, I'm not going to speak for Don. Don, I have not spoken to him. I don't know if we've seen him in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's much about the Lions. I think it's that, like, Cade Cunningham is
very dark cloud over Detroit right now.
He is like he's like 3 for like 170.
Yeah. He's not exaggerating either.
Yeah.
I mean, I am, but I'm not because Detroit.
It's fairly accurate.
Oh no, it's not been good. And also, like, he's missed a handful of games because of injury. It's, Detroit. Listen, look at Lavine helping out his future team.
Great job.
All right, Zachary.
Turnover Bulls, 96-89, 4:20 left to go in the fourth.
Playing the long game, I see him.
Sixers are on a 9-2 run.
Let's go.
You know what that is, Ralphie, out of Lavine? That's unselfishness. He knows.
Oh, yeah.
He knows he
could have called
wants
a
to
foul on that.
Maxey layup, 98-89 Sixers.
Who was worried? Who was worried? Oh, God, is he okay?
Foul
is that a flop
Maxey
or is
on
that
DeRozan. I think DeRozan's going to the line. It might be side out. I don't know.
Let's see. Nope. There's the
He's just so quick, Ralphie. He's just
Yeah,
so quick.
And that's what I was saying earlier, too. Like if you're a Sixers fan, in some ways you're going to miss Ben Simmons because of the defense. But on the offensive side, the half-court offense, you're not going to miss him because you got guys like Maxey that can do that, right? And the spacing with Ben on the court and off the court, if you can't see it as just a Sixers fan or an NBA fan, the spacing is literally night and day.
I'm not going to compare Tyrese Maxey's defense to Ben because that would be idiotic of me.
Yeah.
Jesus, Lavine. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
He's just not having a good night. He's just not having a good night.
Despite having 27 or more.
Well, I think he's put up 40 shots.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey.
Gesundheit.
Tyrese Maxey.
Thank you, sir.
Tyrese Maxey against Damian Lillard and Trae Young the last couple games did a tremendous job on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that goes to his speed, being able to catch up to them. Obviously not his size, which Simmons can obviously lean on, and his speed. But for a guy was labeled as a poor defender and somebody who's going to be kind of sitting in no man's land replacing Ben, he did a tremendous job against two guys that can flat out score.
Yeah, he did. Bulls haven't made a shot in the last 30 minutes and 22 seconds. 98-89 Sixers.
Yeah, they've gone cold.
Yep.
That's not what I need. Lakers legend Caruso.
Yo. 98-91 Sixers. Caruso with the dunk on the other end. 2:45 left to go in the fourth.
Doctor said, don't worry about it, Seth. I don't know if that's because he's in the family or, I would worry about it, Seth. It's a bad turnover.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's coming soon, Seth.
Yeah. No, don't shoot it.
Flop.
Bad
shot. It's just a bad shot. It's just you don't need.
Oh,
look at the Yang.
Good job, Fat Curry.
Damn, that was close for over and back. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Jesus Christ.
Ralphie, get out of there.
Yeah.
Great pass.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Great pass.
Matisse Slam, 191 Sixers.
Great.
2:08 left to go in the fourth.
Down.
13-4 run for the Sixers.
No, that timeout was big. Ever since the timeout, they had that's ticky tack right there. That's ridiculous.
Foul on Joel Embiid on DeRozan.
Looks like some of the refs might have bet on the game, trying to cash in on the spread here.
DeRozan to the line to shoot 2.
Jesse's taking shots at you.
Sorry. I'm just keeping it updated for everybody out there.
He is, Jesse, and I never side with Ralph, but he is.
Yeah, he's keeping the viewers, who are just watching the game. They don't have access to the TV. A nice little update.
Geez, 34 tonight for DeRozan.
And fam, if you're watching, fam, hit the like button. Doesn't matter if you're a Sixers fan or not. We appreciate it.
And we're approaching 100 live viewers on all the platforms. So please give us a like, give us a share. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Like I said, after this, we'll give a little instant reactions with the fam, with the Sixers, go around the league. We'll have NFL talk. We'll have the Eagles.
Yeah.
A little preview, give our locks of the week. So
just give away a jersey too, right?
Yeah, we'll have the free jersey giveaway for all the members also. So we won't be done when the game's over. We have a lot still to come.
Yes. And if you still want to win those jerseys, you can always be an A2D member. Only $9.99 a month.
Yeah, and the link's pinned in the comment section in the live chat on YouTube, fam.
So some of your benefits include, let me just find it. Here we go. We got appearances on shows, members only streams, shout outs, and weekly sports pick from Money Pot and Willie Vegas. So hey, it's a great offer for only $9.99. Links are in the description and in the comments.
No, that's not what you want. Damn.
Lonzo for 3, and it's a 4-point game with a minute left. 100-96 Sixers, 56 seconds left to go in the fourth.
That Niang 3 would have iced it too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 6-point swing.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't.
No.
Embiid missed. DeRozan bringing up the ball for the Bulls. DeRozan, the money man, the midi, get it again. 198 Sixers, 29 seconds left to go in the fourth. DeRozan has been on fire this game.
Fam, maybe I was like having a vision. We were happy literally 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
We were having fun 30 seconds ago. And I feel like that 30 seconds was like 3 years ago.
37 points for DeRozan on 21 shots. Man, oh, man.
Jesse, you're good, brother. We know you're locked in. We appreciate you. What
kind of ramen?
Ralphie, don't do this.
Sorry.
Ralphie, we're in crisis right now. I mean, the game. I thought the game was over like 7 times. I'm thinking about like, what's my score of the Eagles? I'm already moving.
It's like, who's our locks? Who's in the lead for the locks?
Damn. The Sixers lose. They're gonna
important stuff.
So Maxey has 13, Curry with 20, and Embiid with 18, and Niang with 18 as well for the Sixers.
Yeah, Embiid's been bad tonight. I mean, I'm not going to go with the out of shape thing. He hasn't been good. Doesn't matter what the reason is. He just has not been good tonight. Yeah, like I said, Andrew, earlier to Jay Love and the other guys, it's not great. Not happy about it. I mean, I love suspense in my sports, right? Like excitement's great, but like
I don't like too much suspense.
No. Like I'm okay with a boring game. I'm okay. Like I don't need
29 seconds left. Maxey inbounding the ball.
I don't need excitement in my life unless it's a Niang 3 or a Seth Curry 3.
Yeah.
Sixers 100, Bulls 98.
Nothing compares to winning, right, Rye?
It's all about the effort right now. It's all about the performance and effort.
That's right.
5 seconds between the shot clocks. Seth up, makes it, bang.
Seth Curry.
Let's go.
Midi, 102-98 Sixers. 10 seconds left to go, but the Bulls do have 2 timeouts. They use it. Yeah.
Beautiful of that.
Man.
Seth.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
patience.
too.
That's patience. He didn't rush it.
Over Caruso.
Ethan, I don't give a I mean, sure, if we want to critique the play call, but you got it to one of your hottest guys tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. So
yep.
Doesn't matter what the play call is. If it worked, it worked. If it could have been the best play call, and if he would have missed it. 4-point game. You really need things to go south with what? 10.2 seconds left to go?
Yep.
JR, you know how we got Seth Curry? Robbery.
Yeah.
The Mavericks being
In broad daylight.
an awful organization on draft night about almost a year ago.
Yeah.
That's how. $10.7 left to go. Ralphie, do you know on your stat thing? Do you know if we have a foul to give? Does it
No,
say
both teams have no foul to give.
Okay. All right. So nothing
All right.
stupid here.
Real quick, Cleveland pulled out the W against Portland, 107-104.
Are the Blazers now what? 2-6?
2 seconds.
I think so. Yeah, 2-6. Yeah. And Carmen, we are winning. We are up 102-98 with 10.7 seconds left in the game.
Lonzo ball passes to Rosen. Yang on DeRozan. DeRozan goes for the basket.
Oh!
Blocked.
Wow, they called that a foul on Embiid.
I think they're
Joe
going to look
wants
at the
to-
replay.
I think they're going to review it. Doc's
Review
going to
it.
challenge, I think.
Review it. There we go.
Let me see here.
And
Ball. No, I mean,
That's
he didn't even touch his hand. Didn't even touch his hand. That's clean.
No,
that is clean.
that's all ball.
All ball. Yep.
Ralphie.
Ball don't lie, baby.
Ralphie looked like he was in shape there.
Yeah, right. You got the up on that.
Yeah, Ethan. I mean, it's just not. Hey, why even go to commercial? I mean, just stay here.
Yeah.
Don't even go to the commercial.
And then when they come back from commercial, there's like, oh, all right, Doc needs to drink, take a little sip of water. All right, back to break.
Yeah, these commercials get out of hand.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like the Under Armour commercials, Ralphie?
No, because I've seen it about 20 times now already.
It's like something
The
ridiculous.
same
every time.
one every time.
Yeah.
Wow, your guy DK's on there, right?
Yeah, DK's a cool guy.
And it's better than like listening to Liberty Mutual commercials.
Oh, by the way, the Portland is now 3-5 on the year.
Wow.
Dame.
What did he finish with? What was his stat line tonight?
2 seconds. I can get that right now.
Thank you, sir. Jesus, no. It's paranormal activity.
Be waiting for like a jump scare to happen.
Yeah, I'm leading you all on
20
the ghost tour.
Yeah, 26 points on 10 for 27 shooting.
How many
3
points?
from 12 from deep. 26.
So he had 26 points on 27 shots?
Correct. 3 from 10 from deep.
It's not great.
They're going to reverse this, aren't they? Anybody know what the line was for tonight? They'll give you the. They'll definitely give you the indicator.
You're Ralphie Vegas. You should know.
Oh,
why it's not
sure,
written.
I'll help you. It's in the description.
Hold on.
It was written as. Let's see. Interesting. The Bulls enter the game as 2-point road underdogs. So it was set at 2, leading up to tonight's game.
Call overturned. It was a block, which I think is now a jump ball at the middle. I think so. Yeah.
The good thing is they just wasted how many seconds of clock? 5. Oh, that 5. So the clock was literally cut.
102-98 Sixers, 5 seconds left to go. Jump ball is at center court. And the Sixers got this, it's over.
Yeah.
Ralphie, what did I say about you doing that? Is that Gargano in the background?
All right, play the theme song. Let's go. Nope. Okay, you're just going to foul.
Sixers won the tip. And Maxey's going the line for 2.
Yeah, I mean, you make 1 and 2, it's done.
Yeah.
It's basically done now, anyway. Let me give you the final stat lines for everybody. Let's see here. I know Maxey still has to add a couple. Hopefully a couple. That's true. Yeah, Ethan, that's right. Like aside from we just beat the Bulls, granted at home, but it doesn't matter. The Bulls are one of the There's one. That's game.
There's one.
One of the hottest teams of basketball right now, especially in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
We did it with a 65% Joel Embiid, if that.
Yep.
65% as in like skill. I'm not saying he's hurt, but he was not himself. I mean, he wasn't even close to playing like he should have tonight. No Tobias. No Danny
Green. Yep.
No 2-5.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
Great win.
Gigantic.
And another huge win.
Yep.
So let me give you the final number roundup here real quick. With 3 seconds left to go. Jesus Christ, this game never ends. We started this game still not done.
And here comes the commercial break.
Oh, we better not. I'll have Ralphie sprint over there.
Look at that.
Yeah, more. I know. Listen, I know. I would have liked both of them, but we'll let it go. We'll let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no, J Love. No, listen, I got to be. He's technically still on the roster according to that coach.
Yeah.
Embiid, 6 for 18, 1 for 5 from 3, with 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. So like I said, not his night, but he had one of the biggest blocks of the game, you know, when we needed it. So that's good.
Yep.
And his teammates picked him up when he was down, which is awesome. Tyrese Maxey, 5 for 10. He had 6 assists for 14 points. Again, right on his average. That's solid. You had Seth Curry, 9 for 14. 2 for 4 from 3, 5 rebounds, 3 assists with 22 points. Starting shooting guard Matisse Thybulle tonight. 3 for 4, 2 for 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 assist for 8 points. Quick Motts, you had 5 for 9, 1 for 4 from 3 with 5 rebounds and 11 points. That's your starters. And then off the bench, George Niang,
Seth
6
Curry.
for 12, 5 for 8 from 3 for 18 points. Actually went cold in the fourth there. So, so that's basically all in 3 quarters. Drummond 0 for 3 from the field with 2 points. Still had 5 rebounds tonight. Shake Milton 3 for 5, 1 for 3 from 3 with 7 points. And then Isaiah Joe in 5 minutes had 3 points, 1 for 2 from the field.
You guys get to watch Cade tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Get him to make one shot.
Are we home tomorrow?
No, you're in Detroit.
No.
I wonder if Joe's not going to play. I just wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't look good tonight. If the Pistons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've got to.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, real quick. The Nets court is dope.
I know. I just turned it on.
Oh, let me
turn it on.
Bro, they got the old school Nets logo on it. Instead of the with the B in it, with the Brooklyn, that's sick, dude.
I like that. The Nets City Edition uniforms. I actually, those are the other ones I like too. Like, and I know,
nice.
Yeah, they're probably one of the nicest ones in the NBA. And you know, when I first saw those uniforms, I could imagine seeing the late Drazen Petrovic in those uniforms playing that. Like, he would look nice in those uniforms. Forget those hideous tie-dye uniforms they had in the early 90s. Like, having those 90s Nets stars in there. Maybe Jason Kidd, you know, sporting those. That would have been dope.
So in addition to us, obviously, we'll continue talking Sixers if you guys have any comments or questions. We'll give our reaction to the final quarter of you've obviously got Brooklyn and Atlanta. Brooklyn up by 16 over Atlanta with 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes to go left in the fourth. We'll go to Eagles in a few minutes. We'll go to NFL. We'll kind of go around. But any topics you guys want us to talk about, just put it in the comments and we'll chime in on it if we hadn't already. Whether that's the Sixers, NBA, Eagles, whatever you got. Bill, he says, you know what Wednesday, December 1st is?
Nope.
The start of counting down to Christmas.
Do we, because it's Bill, let me guess, Bill, is it a Sixers-Celtics game?
I feel like, wait a second. Hold on. I think I know what it is. To the group chat.
Wayne Miller, he says, how did we do with Ben the last 3 years through 8 games? Oh, Jesus. I'll have Frank do that once he's done. He could find that better than I would. Bobby DeGrecchio said December 1st, one day closer to Ben being traded.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Let's see. John Castiglione says, Frank, don't forget Kenny Anderson and Derek Coleman. Oh, yeah. No, it's a Celtics-Sixers game. I got it. Bill said it.
Gotcha.
No, so tempers will be flaring that night, I'm sure, Bill, between you and I and all of us and you.
Is that at the Garden or down at Wells Fargo?
I think our first game. I think it's up at the Garden. I think we got to go up there first.
I think so. Yes. And
I don't know.
We're doing a reaction show to that too.
Yeah, to Wednesday.
Yeah,
to Wednesday.
Because I was trying to check the group chat to see if it was in there, but did not see it. Because I know you have it on the little list that we got there.
Jesse says, I guarantee you if Russell leaves Seattle, how will he be first in line? We all know that the 2012 draft haunts him bad. Yeah, that's apparently why they...
All three. What do you want? I'll take them in a heartbeat, brother.
Yeah, like I hate doing like the, who's our quarterback going to be type thing because I want to be fair to Jalen Hurts, but I don't care if Jalen Hurts has a really good second half of the season. I mean...
Right. There's just still
Russell
a lot
Wilson,
of
Russell
question
Wilson.
marks.
Yep. You got the draft capital to do it. You got the assets to do it. Why not?
Well, let me ask you guys this. First off, I'm not trying to recap the Detroit Lions game, but like, what's your overall thoughts on this Eagles team right now?
Still a lot of work to do and a lot of holes to fill still.
Like,
everybody's like so confident now that we're like, everybody's like, oh, we still have a shot to make the playoffs. We're a game out of the wild card. Dude, we just beat an 0-8 or 0-7 Lions team, dude. Come on, man. That team is awful. Awful team.
Yep.
Jared Goff yet again stinks. Can't throw a football more than 10 yards without being a duck. The dude stinks. They have no running game. Their defense is terrible. There's a reason why the Lions haven't won a game this year. It's because they stink.
Well, Ralph, I'll say this.
We
all know the Lions. We all know the Lions are bad. All right,
they are bad.
I was a little surprised with how awful the Lions played. I thought in some respects, I thought they quit. I just thought the Lions because they were playing in relatively competitive ball games their first 7 losses. I mean, relatively.
Were they though? Were they? Maybe like 2 out of the 7
so.
They were. Maybe 2 out of the 7. Maybe 2 out of the 7 games they were.
Well, just the week before they played it more or less down to the wire against the Rams.
Yep.
And
the other game that you could think about is when they lost to the Ravens on that 75 million mile fucking field goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Other than those 2 games, they haven't been that great. They haven't been that good.
Yeah.
The Lions stink.
Oh, breaking news, guys.
Whoa.
Zach Lavine
is
a loser.
There he is.
Such a loser. Oh,
I love it.
Tom, I said to Ralphie, I said, you know what he is? He's unselfish. Because he knows he's a future Sixer. So he's like, you know what? They're down a couple guys. I'm going to let them off the hook tonight. I'm going to put up 90 shots. I'm going to shoot my team out of the game, even though DeRozan tried to save me 100 times, because he knows he'll be here. He wanted to help us. He knew Joel was out of shape, reportedly. Ben doesn't want to play basketball anymore. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to help my future team. You got to respect it, Tom. You got to respect it.
Yeah, all respect. All respect.
Yeah. Gigantic win, though. Gigantic.
Oh, listen, it's 2 in a row, gigantic wins. I mean, I'm not trying to overplay it. I know I'm just late getting back, and we can circle back to where we were at. But like, it's gigantic. Like, you're winning games without 3 max players. I mean, let's just be real. And then a 4th, a veteran. So I mean, you're finding, you won a game the other night like that, and then today, you get Joe back today, but you're still without a lot of people, right? And you find a way to win another game against a good basketball team. I mean, I know you're at home, but these are wins you're going to look at, and they're going to be important down the stretch. They're going to definitely be important because you're going to have your times where you're not playing great basketball. But you're also going to have your times where you have all your horses in a stable, right? And you're in good shape. So this makes other guys that step up say, "Wow, we're deeper than maybe we thought we were." Mm-hmm. And I told you guys once getting Shake back was going to be extremely important to this a little bit, just for offensive reasons. I'm not saying he's like lit the world on fire, but just to have another point guard.
Yeah, another option. Option.
So it's good, but go back to where you guys were at.
Well, I'll just say real quick, Tom. It's not only just 2 big wins in a row; it's 3 because the Hawks.
True.
Mm-hmm. You were not that we were panicking, but I know the fan base was kind of panicking after we almost coughed one up to the Pistons, and it's kind of like, I don't know. We coughed one up against the Knicks. We coughed one up against the Nets. We almost coughed one up against the Pistons. We're kind of like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Then throughout all the adversity, no Tobias, Embiid not looking great, 2-5 being himself, rattling off 3 wins against, say what we want about him, but the Hawks are a good team at least. You know what I'm saying? They're not a bad team. They're a very good team with a ton of talent. Coming into a building that they owned us in the last handful of games, as we know very well. The Blazers, their team stinks, but they have a ton of stars that could just go off on you, and you handled your business against them. And then one of the hottest teams in basketball right now, without your 3 biggest stars, or 3 of your stars, I should say. And Joe didn't even look like a star tonight.
Nope.
No, you leaned on Seth Curry. Yeah. You leaned on the Curry brothers, Fat Curry and Seth Curry.
Absolutely. And Ryan, I'm going to answer Wayne's question. I know he asked about with Ben with the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. All right. So last season we went 7-1. The year before in 2019, 5-3, and in 2018, 4-4.
That's the one we had. Fultz was still in the lineup then.
Yep. And having Brett Brown as our coach and
good old Fultz. Jeez.
So what I was saying real quick with the Eagles, guys, I want to poll the room and the fam. What do you think is more likely to happen this week? You get a similar run attack that you did against the Lions, or you get a similar defensive attack where you're aggressive. So what's more likely to happen? Valuing the run or valuing a very aggressive defensive front and game plan?
I'm going to go with defense just because of the fact that I can't trust Nick Sirianni and what he says. I just can't do it yet. I can trust the defense a little bit because you have guys on the defense that will speak up and say, hey, we should be doing this. We should be doing that, like a Fletcher Cox or, a Darius Slay and stuff like that. So I trust the defense to be more aggressive, and especially that, Herbert's got a banged up hand right now and he's been limited in practice. So they could also use that advantage and get after him this weekend. But I'll go defense for this one.
Noah?
I got to agree with Ralph there. I go to defense. I mean, who knows? To be honest, I mean, I don't trust Gannon either, but, I would say more likely the players on the defensive side of the ball after a while say, screw what Gannon says, and they're just going to go play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, they're going to be in it. They'll get in attack mode and hopefully stay in attack mode. I mean, look, the bottom line is no matter what defense is called, we need to see more of what we saw against Detroit of, getting off the field on third down, limiting the penalties. Getting after the quarterback. I mean, we did a brilliant job of that. Granted, it was fucking Jared Goff, but
yeah,
we knocked him on his ass. Mm-hmm. And when you put the quarterback on his ass, I don't care who it is. It could be someone as shitty as Jared Goff, or it could be Tom Brady. If you put them on their ass enough, you rattle their cage enough, they're going to start seeing, those QBs, they're going to start seeing ghosts after a while, and balls may be sailing a little inaccurately, and then you get opportunities to force turnovers. So, it's now or never. I mean, for me, to be honest, I've kind of changed my expectations over the course of this season so far. I mean, obviously, I had us winning the division at 9-8 or whatever. I didn't think Dallas was going to be any good. Obviously, I was wrong about that. All right. So, I mean, look, the expectations for the rest of this year, just take it week by week. And my hope is by the end of the year, we see improvement. We see a sense of direction for this football team. We see an identity.
Yep.
That's what I want to see. And I want to see, can Jalen Hurts play in the National Football League? Can he be, if not a perennial Pro Bowler or star or franchise QB, can he merely go out there and be, I don't know, something in between a game manager and a franchise QB?
Well,
now, I don't know what you would call it.
Right.
Well,
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
That makes sense.
Frank, go real quick, and then I have a response.
I definitely agree with Noah. It's just seeing the improvement on this defense. We're starting to see what this team can be in bits and pieces over the season. We know what this team can be. We just need to see it all together. And I know everybody does not like the comparison to you got to get good fertilizer to grow the flower. Like, I understand where Sirianni's coming from. Like, it's going to take some growing. It's going to take some adjustments. It's going to take some growing pains. I get it. But it's going to be, let's establish what the future is going to hold for us. And I mean, we're starting to see, we're beginning that change from, we're past the Super Bowl. It's time to start anew with a young core of players. We have the draft capital. I don't see us at least train for Russell Wilson, especially at a very good defensive draft where you have guys like Kayvon Thibodeau, Derek Stingley, Hamilton, like so many great defensive players. I think it's time to put in some new pieces in our lineups, especially on the defense.
Let me just.
It's just starting anew with this new roster.
As far as what I believe is more likely, I actually disagree with you guys. Again, I don't expect to really see anything close run-wise. Number one, because I think it was kind of skewed. We ran the ball that much in the second half because the lead was so big. But to me, I don't really expect to see that aggressive game plan from Jonathan Gannon, just based off of, I think we saw that defensive game plan because, one, I think the players really got in their ears, and then they said, well, let's try it out against a winless Detroit Lions team, and somebody that I don't think a lot of people really respect Jared Goff as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, you can look at
I guess they knew Jared couldn't beat him deep.
Right.
Well, and
couldn't beat them.
Like you said,
that Lions team is just so bad to begin with.
It's a bad, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean their receivers are almost non-existent.
Right.
Essentially, this week or last week against the Lions was experimental week, right?
Yeah.
Let's just see what works in our playbook, and whatever works, we give it another run next week. What doesn't work, we take it out.
And we know what happened. We ran the ball. We timed the passes. That was possibly, I know it was against the winless Detroit Lions, but that was probably one of the better games of football we have seen from this team.
Yeah, since week one.
Since week one.
Literally week one.
So I do believe we will have some semblance of the run. I'm not saying it's going to be anything close. I'm not saying that he's not going to abandon it in the second quarter. But they do. I said that they ranked 32nd in the league in rush defense. That was entering last week. Right now they're 27th. Either way, the sentiment still goes.
Yeah,
you can run on this football team. You have the sentiment, especially seeing how the New England Patriots ran on them the week before. You saw how they went against the Ravens the week before, or, before the bye week.
Yep.
So the Chargers
we better run on this team, or else a guy like Joey Bosa is going to pin his fucking ears back and get our quarterback killed.
Yep.
So you've got to run the football also. That way we're on the field for a little while. And this is why I don't see us being aggressive, or at least as aggressive defensively, because I think Jonathan Gannon is going to be more afraid of a Justin Herbert beating us over the top than a Jared Goff. Because aside from Jared Goff not being nearly as good as Justin Herbert, their weapons are much better. You have Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. There you have, who the hell is there? Like, I can't even name 3 wide receivers on the Lions. You know what I'm saying?
Ross St. Brown.
Yeah,
That's
it.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying.
You guys really think they're gonna you believe that they're gonna come out and run the football though?
Do you believe anything that Nick says though, Tommy? I mean, come on, man.
No, I don't believe anything he said. That's why I'm like, do I even believe that last week is going to carry into this week? When I watch the football team go into a game saying, you know what, we're better than this team and more talented than them, so we're gonna control the clock. We're gonna run it down their throat, right? We're gonna impose our will. But when they go against the upper echelon offenses and better teams, they want to. I said it the other day. They want to take a knife to a gunfight. Well, if you're taking a knife to a gunfight, you're not going to have that much success unless you're just you're freaking black belt, right? You know what I mean? Right? I mean, there's only so many ways you're going to have success there. So at some point, you got to carry it again into this week where you're going against another explosive offense. You know what they're not good at on the defense side of the football. Mm-hmm. And I'm not telling you got to run it 50 times. I'm just telling you better have a 50-50 balance, knowing where your quarterback is development-wise right now. And if you don't know what we know, then you shouldn't be the head football coach. Because at the end of the day, they always say, you listen to the fans, you're sitting with them. But no, not all the time. There's times where I think our fan base is a bunch of idiots. And a lot of times under the Doug regime where we threw too many times. Well, okay, we're going against the 28th ranked pass defense in football. Of course you're going to try to throw the football. Right? So now comes the moment. This is the moment, Mr. Eaton, this week where we're going to find out if this guy has any ability to adapt and realize. And if he doesn't this week, I said this in weeks past, he should be fired. Listen, you got to run the football with this offense, even if you're down 7 or 10. You got to still control it, because if you get it right back, now you're down. Right now you're down 17, or now you're down 14. Right, so
that's right.
You have to control,
brother.
I
mean, let guys, let's look at it this way. I know we can all talk about, I mean, for me, I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but for me, the playoffs most likely are out the window. Okay, I mean, for the rest of this year, I want to see improvement from this team. I want to see this team play hard. And I'd like to see this team win as many games as we can. But most importantly, I want to see Jalen Hurts improve. And I want to find out do we have a prayer of competing next year with him as a starting quarterback, provided that we have enough pieces around him to do so. But look at it this way. If we're having the same fucking conversation next November and we're 3-5 or whatever, 2-6, or in the dog shit keep pile, you know what we can do with Sirianni? Send him out of town.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's as simple as this. No, I think if we're having the same conversations next week, and this goes back to what Tom and I were saying on Monday, we're not going to say we have zero value in the win against the Lions, because a win's a win. It doesn't matter who you play; it's who you play on your schedule. Right. But this is an opportunity to learn, not from your mistakes, learn from the success, a drastic success at that. And I don't give a damn if you're
sure as hell didn't learn from our success in Atlanta.
And you didn't learn. They didn't learn from their mistakes either. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of adversity that we faced this season. So to me, I don't give a damn if you're down by
yet, right? To anybody's point, not your guys' point, but I don't think he's learned anything yet. This week's going to tell me if he's learned something.
Oh yeah, he said it in press conferences that we're still trying to figure out our identity. Well, that's a load of BS. If you don't understand the identity of this football team, before the year, that's one thing. But we're halfway through.
I get it that he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't say anything smart, but I understand. Listen, it's fresh, right? Like,
Yeah.
When you're building a football team and a culture, it's a little fresh, right? So you need the things continue to trend in right directions, right? And what I mean by that is, last week you had 2 penalties. Okay, well, whoa, hey, what happened? Am I getting punked? Only 2, right? So you need those things to continue to trend, right? And then if those things trend, then you're saying, okay, he's getting a better grip on his players, on his locker room, his feel on what he needs to do on a day-to-day basis. I don't like Nick at all. So I'm not selling Nick to anybody. I'm saying what you need to do to prove to me that you're a capable NFL football coach. And you maybe not knowing the identity of your team right now, it can be understandable to me when you're talking about 8 games in, whatever, right? It can be understandable to me. Now, if you have that, you tell me this week 8 next year, I come and find you. I hunt you down, right?
See, I don't necessarily disagree with you, Tom, but this is the same guy that all preseason, all training camp, even early this season, he said, oh, well, I've recognized the strengths of my players. I've recognized the strengths of this football team.
Well, yeah, he obviously hasn't, because he believed in being able to throw this quarterback way too much. And I'm not telling you got to do what you did last week every week. No, I'm just saying that he can't be throwing 40 times a game. And if he thinks that's his strength, and their identity, then again, I also don't think that's fully coming from him either.
Oh, no. We know where it's truly coming from.
Because it's funny, you run the football against the Detroit Lions. Like, that's the team I won't go throw. That's the team I go try to throw 50 times against.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the team I do it against.
I mean, you guys remember the early years of Andy Reid, and even for as pass happy as he was, in the early years, in McNabb's early years, we ran the ball quite a bit. I mean, he wasn't asking Donovan to be the savior. He was asking Donovan to merely be a game manager.
And no, what did we get from that, Noah? We got play action. We got tight ends involved, right? All those things early on in Donovan's career. We got Donovan running around, making a big play. They're all things that I can sit here and tell you, as much as I'm critical of Jalen Hurts, he can do, though. So, like, you're asking me if Jalen Hurts can play action and hit a deep throw? Sure. If you respect the run a little bit and guy can get separation, makes sense? Can he hit his tight ends wide open over the middle? Sure. And then if you really run the football, can he run himself? Yeah. Now, I don't think anything he does is franchise, but you can still win football games if you let a guy be a game manager. Like, they somehow won 3 games here. They won fucking 3 games.
That's what Andy did with Donovan in his early years, and I think Nick needs to take a little bit of that out of that playbook.
Andy's a good football coach, arguably a great one. This
one.
Guy is talking about fertilizer. So this guy isn't one. But can he become one? Can guys grow? Sure. I've watched guys grow that I thought that can't coach baseball grow, right? And one in Gabe Kapler, right? So
I've watched with the last coach, Tom.
But a lot of it is what you surround these guys with, right? So like, when you talk about Dallas Cowboys, like they got a great defensive coordinator that went to be a head coach, and now is a great defensive coordinator again. Like, you surround your coaching staff, your coordinators are so important to your coach too. Like Doug and Jim weren't winning without each other. And Frank, right? Like, that was a combo of 3 guys that could be NFL head coaches all in one place. Like, look at Green Bay back in the day and their tree. Right,
their staff was loaded.
Is there a correlation to winning? Is there a correlation to winning, though? Right, there's a correlation there.
Right, Andy Reid came from a pedigree. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But imagine all them guys in the same room. So now you know why. Another reason why the Packers had a ton of success. You had a ton of smart football guys all in one place.
Yeah.
Like, so everything has to coincide and work together for your head guy to look good too, right? But then his job is now to oversee. His job is to not tell me and Ryan a few weeks ago, well, I'm not in the defensive room. You better get your fucking ass in the defensive room. So there's certain things that he can learn, though, and say, you know what? Maybe I can't call plays, right? Maybe maybe I can call some, but maybe as I start out here, but then this is what guys also think, right? If I'm gonna cook the meals, I'm gonna shop for the groceries myself.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
this is where, this is where Nick needs to be a little more aware of who he has on his staff. I mean, if he had the late Fritz Schirmer as the defensive coordinator, then yeah, he probably doesn't need to go in the defensive room that much. You know what I mean? Let Fritz do his thing. You know, he was a former great D coordinator with the Packers, and I digress. But when you have inexperienced Jonathan fucking Gannon, one of your college buddies or whoever the fuck he is, then yeah, you better get your ass in that defensive room. You know? I mean, it's just it's all about who you have on your staff. Oh, yeah, Jim Johnson.
Yeah. Jim Schwartz, you don't need to, right? But now, any unit struggling and you still have those guys, you're obligated to step in the room maybe. No, maybe you're just sipping on coffee in the back, right, with your pinky out, just hearing what they got to say in there, right? Like, I'm just stop it in. Just, you know what I mean? Just listen, you guys, don't mind me. I'm not even here, right? So, right? Like, you run the show, baby. So there ain't one place that you don't need to walk into that meeting and have a conversation. And that's from special teams. Like, if your special teams are getting gashed, right, and you can't tackle nobody, or you're always having penalties, you think you ain't got to walk in that room?
Yeah, like I thought that comes with the job. You're the head coach.
I feel like Howie's walking in all the fucking rooms.
He might be.
You see the hug he gave Deuce? You see, he's such a fraud.
Yeah, well, that was cold.
That
was a one-sided greeting, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Deuce is like, dude, we're good. It's like, Deuce is like, dude, we're good, bro. Just keep walking, dude.
Yeah, you dabbing me, bro? I'll freaking lay you out. Loser.
Rubbing his shoulders.
Loser. You had one win. Now you get your beard all trimmed up.
He was saying to him, he's like, you were such an idiot, Howie. You made me leave and go to Detroit. That's how bad you were. You made me go to
another
Detroit.
shithole.
Yeah, and I don't even know if I wanted Deuce to be that coach, but I was sure I could rather have him than
Deuce is talking about Flowers.
Than Nick Sirianni.
Oh, I would take Deuce in a heartbeat over Sirianni.
I would take one of my shoes over there.
To be honest, he should have been hit. He should still be here in Philadelphia, and he should be the head coach.
I went back though. And
the only thing I'll say to that, sorry, Rock, go ahead.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
The only thing I'll say to that is, like, I hear you, but I feel like they felt like then they're just recycling, and they're not really changing anything. But I hear you. I'm like, I wasn't high on it then.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, there's a reason they didn't hire him, because Deuce wants to run the ball. You know.
Well, I do find something
of
interesting though. Noah, I do find something interesting. And again, this is just reports, but Zach Berman had this a couple weeks ago, and we heard this over the summer and the spring. But Howie wanted McDaniels.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Lurie didn't. Lurie wanted Sirianni. Howie wanted McDaniels. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
So, like, even then there was so it's not because Howie knows, okay, McDaniels isn't going to be a puppet. So it's interesting that, like, it gets out that he wanted him. So it's like Lurie's more worried about the alpha in the room, not even Howie so much.
I can see that. I mean, I think Howie Roseman would hire a better football coach than Jeffrey Lurie, and I'm not saying a lot.
No, well, that should be more concerning for us, because you can fire the GM, you can't fire the owner. So, like, I would feel better about myself if it was, Jeffrey wanted McDaniels.
Well, don't we know this? Don't we know this? Because as soon as he won a world championship, he's got his hands involved way more as an owner than owners should.
Oh yeah, he's Jerry Jr. He's Jerry Jr.
Yeah, and the problem is Jerry's. Oh my God! I mean, Jerry's unit can draft over there, right? And it's coming out now how good of drafters they are. What the fuck is that? Fucking that.
Oh yeah, well he's got Stephen Jones there to where, Jesus, just hand the franchise over to him. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't think Jerry's telling him to? You know what I mean? That's the whole point. He's got his puppet there too.
Well, but at least the good thing is you can't fire your son. You know what I mean? Like, at least you've got.
Well, you could.
Well, I mean, you can. Yeah, you can. I guess you can.
He
can.
won't. But just like their sons, Jeffrey and Howie. I mean, it's essentially their family. I mean, he thinks so highly of them because he can tell them whatever. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to go do it this way, and we're going to throw the football. And I like explosive offenses, and I like
what is Sirianni, their dumbass adopted son?
Yeah, well, listen, if you hear the way Nick talks, he probably made Jeffrey Lurie so wet.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like Jeffrey Lurie was probably leaking. He was leaking. He's like, oh, you know what I mean? Get a towel over it. Get a towel one time. Right? Like when we talk about fertilizer, I can see Jeffrey Lurie getting really a little damp in the midsection.
A little handsy.
Yeah, real damp. Like, oh, this is gonna be great. We're gonna throw the ball 45 times with a gadget. You know what I mean? And we got a gadget receiver.
Oh, this guy's talking about rock, paper, scissors and fertilizer. Oh my God.
It's the guy I wanted my whole life. Yeah. So that's Jeffrey Lurie. I mean, he's a loser. But he's usually done a good job of hiring head coaches, and you just pray that Sunday you'll see something that tells you, okay, he learned something. Because you can run the football on them. I'm not telling you we're going to run the football on them. I'm just telling you can.
Yep.
Scenario-wise, okay? Because we have a good post in the city. We win Sunday. Doesn't matter if it's by 3 or 30. Just win. How irresponsible?
Anything's possible. The Chargers have not looked that great recently.
But my question is, how irresponsible does this fan base get on Monday?
Well, I think it depends on how you win. I mean, if you look good, I mean, it is irresponsible. If you look good, you look good. You're only off of what we have, right? And what we would have is 2 straight wins and finally winning a football game at home. And listen, that's what fans do. So there isn't a fan base in the country that's not irresponsible. I'm in a lot of groups. Yeah. Like I see it. It's out there. It's not just us.
Yeah.
I mean, we just see our stuff way more. Every fan base is irresponsible. Every goddamn fan base.
That's why like this game is so fascinating because the meter as far as where we're at with this team can stray so far just with one. You know what I'm saying? If you lose this game and you resort back to
meter. Like you have a meter behind you.
Well, it's on strike. It's on strike.
Mm-hmm. It's on strike, but there's really no meter for this team. Like nobody can sit here and tell me they know what this team is.
Oh, nothing makes sense with the team. Nothing.
You know, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. And the only way you're going to start to find out is by sample sizes, right?
Yeah.
And here you are at home where you have not won a football game.
It's crazy. That's gonna be the longest. Like, how long has it been since we've gone winless at home for the first 8 weeks? 2012 when we were bad. I feel like we even got an early win then.
What's the? You guys want to give your scores out?
No,
I don't know. That's good. If anybody knows that out there, when the last time?
I'm actually going to take a look right now.
Win a football game at home.
While you guys give your predictions.
It's either 2012 or way before that.
All right, let's check 2012. We won the first 2 home games that year.
This might date back a while, unless I'm just.
Yeah, we're probably going to go way back, I guess.
I'm thinking the 98 season. We were 3-13 that year.
All right, let's check 98.
So you're looking for winless at home for the first 8 weeks.
Dude, I remember the 98 season being at the old vet, the home opener. Woo.
We got to win.
Ralphie,
we win at home at week 6.
Ralphie, say that again.
Said yeah, same.
Yeah, so we're 0-3 at home. We've obviously only played 3 games at home. We played 5 on the road where we're 3-2. All right, and then when you talk about the Chargers are 2-1 on the road, 2-2 at home.
And they just came off a terrible loss to New England too.
They came off 2 bad losses. They're not playing. They're not playing all so great. Listen, this is a winnable football game.
I think the line this morning was, I think we're a 1-point underdog.
Yeah, I saw on DraftKings it went to 2, but I think it's going down to 1, as you said, Rye.
No, I mean, Tom, Herbert hasn't played well the last 3 weeks. He's turning the football over.
Yeah. Right now, are we a team that's gonna take it away? You know what I mean?
Well, that's why, again, like, going back to my original question, Tom, like, I don't think either's going to happen. I don't think we're going to run the ball, and I don't think we're going to play aggressive defense. But you've got to recognize, if you're Jonathan Gannon, listen, I know their offense is way better, so you might want to alleviate the threat of losing, over the top. But damn it, you're not. Herbert's struggling. So if you press them a little bit, like the Patriots aren't world beaters. You know what I'm saying? They're not the 90. You know what I'm saying? They're not one of the best defenses ever. They're a solid football team. But Herbert has not looked good. Their offense has not looked good. And I know Brandon Staley looks really good, but that's still an inexperienced football coach.
Yeah, and same here, right? So I mean,
yeah,
there's some things. I mean, listen, can they win this football game? Sure. I don't know which way to take them, because I feel like when I take them, well, no, I mean, they have won 3 games, so I have taken them to win, and they've won. I don't know. I think they do get a win at home finally. I'm gonna go because I think they're gonna score. So I feel like, I mean, we got to score.
It's a 4 o'clock
We've
game.
been in a lot of shootouts too. I feel like I'm gonna say 31-28 us. 31-28 us. I think you got to score, obviously, right?
Yep.
Players of the game, Tom?
I didn't know we just wanted to go through. Okay.
We don't have to. It worked for us last week.
I got you. I think offensively, I feel like we got to run the football, right? So, you want to go one of the backs, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go Dallas Goedert.
That's a good one.
I was thinking about going Devontae, but anytime I take him, he doesn't have a good one, so I don't want to do that. I'll leave him open for other people. And defensively, listen, at the end of the day, we know what it is. I mean, the front's got to win. They got to get home. They got to start the process of getting turnovers. Starts with them. I think they do enough. Right? 31-28 to try and do enough. So I think Herbert is going to play fine. Like, I don't think that's the case. I'm just saying that I think it's a week where you can score with somebody, right? It's one of those weeks where it could be, a little buffet. So now, can you get one more stop? Can you create one turnover? I mean, they've been in that's what they've been in. They went to Baltimore. That's what that game was. Game was a fucking shootout per se.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
They haven't been, every game they've been in, the Chargers, they've been giving up points. I got to go look at exactly how much. I guarantee. I feel like their defense isn't as good as it should be. Hasn't played as good as it should be.
No, and it's strange too, because you would think that their defense would be up to par because they got Kenneth. Well, Kenneth Murray went down with that injury, correct? He's out for the year, correct? Or is he back?
Well, Ralph, here you go. Right, they won 20-16 against Washington. We know Washington's offense, right?
Yeah.
They lost to the Cowboys 2017. That was a dogfight game, right?
Yeah.
Then they beat the Chiefs 30-24. Then they beat the Raiders 28-14, and then here where the wheels start coming off. They beat the Browns, but they give up 42. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they lose to the Ravens. They give up 34. And then the Patriots come to their building and put up 27. So their last 3 weeks defensively have been troublesome. Troublesome.
I think their secondary banged up. I think Asante Samuel's been banged up because I know Chris. I remember we wanted him a couple years ago. Chris Harris from originally from Denver.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's had to move around because I know he was playing in the slot, and then he got to move to outside. So I know their secondary's been banged up. But still, there's no excuse because they have a ton of talent, at least to the start of the year.
And Eckler's was banged up last week.
Yes. Yeah, he was a game-time decision.
And he did not play, correct, right?
No, he played. He played well.
Did he play? Okay. Last week, I didn't get a chance to see anything with my eyes. But,
by the way, real quick before I forget, Joel Embiid just murdered DeMar DeRozan on Instagram.
Ooh.
He put a close-up of the block on his Instagram.
I don't know why that was even a question. Sorry, guys. I was on the phone doing some other things, some work stuff.
No, you're good.
There's enough guys on here. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, they're losers 2 in a row. I mean, we've actually scored more points than them somehow. I don't know how that's even possible.
This is such a weird season.
Yeah, we scored more points than that. Or no, we played an extra game. That's why.
Oh yeah, bye week. When is our bye week? I feel like it's like the last bye week in football.
20. It's week 20 when the playoffs start.
Yeah. Just our bye week is just the entire offseason.
Yep. Week 13 is.
Ralphie, do you want me to
the whole country, real quick? The whole country thinks this is a get right game for the Chargers. Sometimes that's why Vegas is loaded, baby. Like I think this is an Eagles game. I mean, you got to look at some factors. They're 0-3 at home. Are they really going 0-4 at home?
That's another one where you got to check the history books there, Frank. That's another one. Like,
I'm still trying to figure out these splits because I can't find anything on here. I tried looking at 98 and 99, but with 99 we won the first 2 home games.
Jesus Christ. This might be the first time ever.
It might be the first time ever, yeah.
Go ahead, Ralphie, too.
Listen. I love the Eagles. Okay. I understand everybody's got high hopes now because we beat the Lions. We're back on pace. We ran the ball 50,000 times. Hopefully we can do it again. I don't see it happening. Chargers come to Philly. They win. Chargers win 27-20 on Sunday.
Don't be such a grump. Nobody's back on board.
Oh, come on.
All right, Grumpy.
Everybody's back on board.
Nobody's back on board.
Oh, we're a game out of the final wild card.
Who said that? Who said that?
It's all over Twitter. It's all over Facebook.
Don't lump us with Twitter now. You're lumping with Twitter.
You're being disingenuous now.
Don't go lumping.
Everybody, we're one game out of wild card spot now. The final wild card
Ralphie,
spot. We can turn this around.
Ralphie, Twitter doesn't speak for me. Twitter doesn't speak for me, Ralphie. You know why?
Give me Chargers 27-20. Obviously, I'm not going to give player of the games for the away team because
that wouldn't be.
That's not nice.
That wouldn't be classy. I'll as much as you pissed me off with the Twitter thing, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with a final score just because, again, like, who knows? If maybe the coaching staff will actually learn that you can actually win a certain way, not asking Jalen Hurts to be like Mahomes 2.0. I don't think that's possible. I don't think this coaching staff is going to learn from anything because it's this coaching staff. I'm going to go with a final score of 27-24. Close game, but us losing at the end. Not going to give player of the game, but let's just say I'm happy Austin Eckler's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, for this week, right?
Yeah, and Justin Herbert. He's also.
And Herbert, yep.
Noah, how about you?
Great score.
Oh God, he's snoring. Oh my God.
He's got the snore in favor of
no way
being the player of the game.
Put him on the big screen.
Hey, there he is.
Man, you were out. You were snoring and everything.
I'm here to entertain. All right, my score of the game. I got. Can we do it? Can we win fucking 2 in a row?
No.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say yes. I think we pull the upset. But
oh man,
it's not gonna be a shootout. You know, I look. You know, the Chargers the last couple of weeks they haven't been great offensively, and you know our defense is showing a little bit of signs of life, even though it was against the hapless, sleepy Lions. But for some reason, I see at least finally something in our front four, like a pass rush. And I think that's going to be key to getting after Herbert. You know, just like we talk about any quarterback, knock the opposing quarterback on their ass enough times, they're going to start seeing ghosts, like I mentioned. And I think Herbert will throw up a couple for grabs. I mean, he's a rookie. And,
second year.
The second year, a young QB, if you will.
Yep.
And some young QBs, they throw a few up for grabs once in a while. So I'm hoping we can. I like our chances to win the turnover battle, most importantly. Get after the QB and come away with a 23-21 victory. How you like that?
Nice.
Frank?
All right. So before I give my score, I did some searching around with that home record.
Okay, hit us.
So I'm using as a starting point. I'm going back to 1983, where we won a grand total of one home game that year. And that home game happened until week 14, where we got the win against that one team from Los Angeles, the Rams.
So 1983 is the last time we started the first 8 weeks without a win at home.
Yes, I'm using it as a starting point. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not gonna go through the last 40 years of Eagles home records while I'm trying to figure out a prediction and a score for this team.
Ralph,
Frank. Just go
Ralph,
ahead.
just look up 1998.
I did
I
look up
remember
98.
that year.
I already did 98. I already did 99, 97.
I remember that year. Remember me, you, and Billy went up to the 700 level at the vet, Noah? And we
That's
brought the
right.
keg up. Yep. I remember that.
Frank, just give your score.
All right, so my score, I'm going to
That's
go
right,
with
brother.
I'm going to go with the Eagles win 28-24. My offensive player of the game, I'm going to go with Jordan Howard.
Wow.
As my offensive player of the game.
We're at this point. Golly.
I mean, Christ, are we sure he's even going to dress? It took him 8 weeks to actually get on the roster.
But we know it worked out last week, and I think it might happen.
We know that. Does Nick Sirianni know that? I don't know.
Yeah. Did Sirianni bother to look at the film?
I feel like Nick Sirianni met Jordan Howard at pregame. Like, hey man, do you have a press pass? Oh no, Nick, I play for your team.
Yeah.
I'm your running back today. Oh really? What happened to Miles? Nick, Miles is hurt. It doesn't matter. We don't use him anyway.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to
Yeah.
play
Do you think Nick was calling the plays last week?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, Howie calls all the plays, but we're not supposed to know that. If we're being technical,
I'm serious. I have a feeling. I have a feeling the players just said, "Fuck it, we're going to go with what works."
What they called mutiny?
I think they called their own plays. They just said, I think Jason Kelsey probably threatened them and said, "We're running the fucking ball."
So we're going to get into our locks of the week.
Well, and my defensive player of the game, I'm going to go with Javon Hargrave.
Really?
Didn't practice today, Frank.
Oh.
He's injured.
Damn it.
Oh, he's hurt.
I'm going with Josh Sweat.
You know what? Give me
Javon Hurt.
You want to bring up Brandon Graham while you're at it, Frank?
Mike Mamula.
See, I've been off of the Twitter today. I had no idea that was happening.
I wasn't on Twitter. I found that on Instagram.
Oh, once again, I haven't been on the social media for most of the day today. My defensive player of the game. I already did that last week, Ralph.
David Nelson.
Eric Wilson.
He's already released.
Shit. Anthony Harris.
No.
Alex Singleton.
No.
Oh, wait, he stinks. Oh, just pick one for Christ's sake.
Just give me Fletcher.
Okay, that's a good one.
Thank you, Ethan, for giving Frank the inspiration.
I was looking this way. I didn't see the computer.
Okay. Before we get to our locks, let's go down. Do you have the slate of games, Frank?
I can pull them up for you on the good old app. All right.
On the
TJ
good
Warren is
old
also
Daily
on.
News sports page.
All right.
Remember the Daily News?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I remember the Daily News.
Oh, we do know. We
Yes.
Yeah, good old fucking
Good
comparing
job.
them to Reggie White.
Yeah.
Thank
Remember
God
that
for
night?
that, Jesse. Thank God for that, Jesse. Singleton got benched for Davion. It's about time.
Maybe 5 weeks too soon. We have the games for this week.
Yes.
First
Go ahead.
game's Colts and Jets, right?
Yes, and the spread's at 10.5 for Indianapolis.
Give me the Colts, baby. Give me the Colts.
Wait. I mean, they do have Mike White.
I'm not overthinking this. God damn it.
I'm
Just
not
give me the
overthinking
Colts.
it either.
Give me the Colts.
Noah takes the Colts. Next game.
I'll take the Colts as well. Atlanta goes on
And
the
the
road.
Saints.
Yes. And the spread is at 6. for the
Saints,
Saints.
please. Saints, please.
Wait, so the Saints are 6-point favorites
Yes.
with
Saints?
Trevor Siemian at quarterback?
Yes.
Yep, that's Saints.
Wait, Trevor Siemian is the quarterback of a team that is a 6-point favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Give me the Falcons.
Oh my God. What up, Jimmy? Big
I
W tonight.
can't expect Matt Ryan to be better than Trevor Siemian? If so,
Yeah,
what are we doing? What are we doing today?
We have entered the
Conference.
twilight zone.
Yo,
if
if
that
Matt
happens.
Ryan can't beat Trevor Siemian, then he should retire.
I'm not even saying he needs to win. I'm saying he just needs to cover the 6.
Dude,
If you
he
can't make that a
absolutely-
3-point game, Matty?
Nah, the Falcons should win that game outright.
Yeah, but I mean, I got to remember. it is
Trevor
the Falcons.
freaking Siemian, dude.
Yeah.
He had 3 good games with Denver, and everybody crowned him. Oh, John Elway found his quarterback.
That
Dude
might be one of my locks.
stinks.
That might be one of my locks. I
Next
gotta
game,
write that
Frank.
down. Gotta write that down.
All right. The next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders going to the New York Giants. The Las Vegas Raiders are 3-point favorites.
Giants. I don't know why. I don't know how. Giants win this game.
Waller is still questionable. I don't think he's practiced yet. That's going to be gigantic.
He still hasn't practiced.
Also, Saquon. No, he's still hurt. He'll probably end up being a game time decision. Saquon's obviously. Is he officially out this week?
Yes. And I know that the Giants are still concerned with who is.
Is Sterling Shepard
Positive.
playing?
I know he's banged up. I know Kadarius Toney's still banged up.
Jesus. Yeah, give me the Giants.
You said the Giants are 3-point favorites, Frank?
The Raiders are 3-point favorites.
Yeah, give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
I will take the Raiders as well.
Okay, next game.
Next game, the New England Patriots hit the
Yo,
road.
What?
What?
I'm taking the Giants.
Okay.
I think they beat the Raiders. I think from that tragedy the other night, it's a lot. That's a huge thing looming over the Raiders' heads right now. Even though Ruggs has been released, I don't think it's going to take a while for them to be.
Waller is no longer listed after today's Raiders Week 9 injury report, so he's good to go.
Okay,
Yeah,
Raiders, please.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
I still have the Giants beating the Raiders.
Next game, Frank.
All right,
Give me the
so
Raiders.
the New England Patriots.
They play Carolina, don't they?
Yes, and the Pats
Yes.
are 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, give me the Pats.
The Pats? Really?
Against
Brag.
the Panthers?
Give me Carolina, dude. Yo, and Stephon Gilmore might play this week. Oh,
played last week. He had a
give
pick.
me
He
the
had a pick.
Carolina Panthers.
He played last week. He had a pick.
Yeah, give me. I know. And he's playing against his old team.
Ralphie. You're
Give me
like I feel like I'm talking to like past tense version of me. You'll learn from betting on those friggin' Panthers. You'll learn. Wait, is it in New England?
No, it's in
It
Carolina.
is in Carolina.
Doesn't matter. Give me the Pats.
Next game, Frank.
The Minnesota Vikings go on the
They play
road.
Baltimore, don't they?
Yes.
Wait, who is it? Who's playing the
Play
Baltimore?
Mhm. Ravens are 6-point favorites.
Over who? Who's playing Baltimore?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Ah, Jesus Christ. You know, the team that just lost to Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I have to answer this?
Baltimore by 1 million.
It's going to be another lock. What's the spread?
Jesus Christ.
6 in favor of the Ravens.
Yeah, but it's going to be a lock. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right. The next matchup, we have a Battle of Ohio. The Cleveland Browns head on to take on the Cincinnati Bengals, the ruiner of many suicide pools across the country, including my suicide pool. F you, Cincinnati. The Bengals are 2.5-point favorites.
Bengals.
Hey, first off. Now, pause. First off, you can only blame one person, and that's your boy, Mike White. He cost you your suicide. He put up 402 yards. He's to blame, not the Bengals.
But the Bengals took their foot off the gas pedal.
No,
Give
you know
me
who
the
put their
Bengals
foot
in this.
on the gas pedal? Mike White.
Give me the Bengals in this, and they bounce back, and Cleveland's got a mess yet again.
Well, their offense is dead.
The whole Odell situation. Yeah, give me Cleveland. Cincinnati.
Yeah, give me Cincy.
I'll
take Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
I'll take
So I'll
Cleveland.
take Cincinnati. I think Cleveland's going to be in for a rough year.
I think not having Odell makes them better.
That could also be a big factor too. Yeah.
I got to see if Landry plays because I know he was hurt.
Go ahead, Frank.
Next game, Frank.
The next matchup, Buffalo hits the road to take on Jacksonville. Buffalo is a 14.5-point favorite.
Give me the Bills, please.
Yeah, I know it's the NFL, but they're covering that 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when they went into half against Miami down 3, when they were tied at half against Miami with only 3 points. Yeah. If we all know how the NFL works, yeah, they're going to be, it's like that's a 42 burger. Sorry, Jacksonville.
Yeah, I got Buffalo winning this one, and I might have a lock in this game as well.
Buffalo. I love Buffalo. Okay, next game.
Next game, the battle of absolute slop. The Texans head over to the
toilet bowl, baby.
Yep, the toilet bowl to take on the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are 6.5-point favorites.
You know what?
Tyrod might play though. Tyrod might.
Tyrod, yeah.
It don't matter. Give me.
What do you mean?
Give me Tua.
What are you doing, Ralph? Do you want the first overall pick or not?
Yeah, Ralph.
What are you doing?
Nah, give me Tua.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins.
I'll take the Fins.
Noah, going with Davis Mills.
We're gonna go with
Not
Dan
a
Marino and the
chance.
Dolphins.
Yeah, Dan Marino in a wheelchair and blindfolded could beat the Houston Texans.
Where's that game at?
In Miami.
I think if Tyrod
Give me the
plays,
Dolphins.
I think that means something if Tyrod plays.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans.
There you go. What's the line on that game, Frank?
6.5
In favor of the Dolphins?
in favor of the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm taking Houston in that game to cover.
Yeah. Especially if Tyrod plays.
I don't care if he doesn't. I feel like they're the type of team that's been in every game too, right? For the most part, they hang around at least. They're not good, but they're they're bad if they play a great team. But if they play another bad team, they're probably going to be in it.
Let me see. That's
No bad team should give another bad team 6 points.
Let me see. Texans. Let's see what they did so far this year.
Texans are one of my lock of the weeks to cover.
Okay. Write that down, Frank.
Just a cover.
So this year they won 37-21 over the Jags. They lost 31-21 to the Browns. They lost 24-9 to the Panthers. They lost 40-0 to the Bills. They lost 25-22 to the Patriots. They lost 31-3 to the Colts. They lost 31-5 to the Cardinals, and they lost 38-22 to the Rams, but that's after they took out Matt Stafford and all their starters. And now they have the Dolphins.
Who stink though? Yes. So stink on stink crime.
Frank?
Right. Next game, the Denver Broncos hit the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are 9-point favorites. And fun fact, the Cowboys have been undefeated so far this year against the spread. Can they keep that streak alive?
No. Broncos
Cowboys.
covered at 10. Broncos covered at 10. Cowboys win, but Broncos covered at 10. They're coming off a big emotional Monday Night Football win, right? Was that Monday night or Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Sunday night. Either way, primetime win. Not that they have a letdown. They win, but they maybe win by 7. They don't win by 10.
What's up, Pete? Yeah, Pete, I actually got texts from 2 people who had the same thing. They didn't get notification that we were live. Is Dak playing? Is that 100%?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay, I'll go Dallas.
I will take Dallas, and they keep their streak alive. Now here's the other one, a game that saw a huge shift in the spread. Green Bay, led by Jordan Love, heading over to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Is it weird that I'm really excited for this game?
I'm not no more.
No, you should be. I think. What's the line on that game, Frank?
Chiefs are favored by 7.5.
Yeah, I like the Packers to cover.
Is
Devontae Adams back?
Yeah, they're all back.
Yeah,
all but Rodgers and now Love plays. Like, watch, he'll have a good game. He'll play well because they'll just create the drama. NFL loves drama. I'm not saying they win. I'm saying they cover. That game's close. People are going to load up on Chiefs. That line's probably even going to go higher Chiefs than it is right now. People, let it get to 8, 9, right? And then when it gets that high, where's that game at, too?
Kansas City.
Arrowhead? Yeah, when it gets higher, load up. Packers cover that game somehow.
Yeah, I like the Packers too. I'm really excited just because I want to see what Jordan Love looks like. But to your point, Tom, if Mahomes continues to turn over the football, not just him, the entire Chiefs, if they just continue to turn over the football and Jordan Love can use the weapons of Jones, and obviously the wide receivers, they could definitely cover, if not win the whole friggin' thing. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to take Kansas City straight up, but Green Bay covers. The next game, we go to Arizona. Arizona hits the road to head to the Big Jeans at Levi Stadium to take on the 49ers. Cardinals are 1.5-point favorites.
Cardinals.
Arizona.
Why are they not favored more? Is that weird to you guys?
I think Hopkins is still questionable as well.
Yeah, 50 other guys, though.
Boys, I'm going to call tonight. Have a great one.
All right, thanks, Noah.
Yeah, Noah.
Later, brother.
All right, be well.
Tom, do you find that line strange?
Yeah, it's weird.
Let me see where it opened up.
Like the
It
49ers
opened at 5 for the Niners, I believe. No, it opened at.
Okay. It had to have opened 5 for the Cardinals, and then it probably skewed when Hopkins.
It started 5 for the Niners. Favorite for 5 to the Niners, then it flipped.
How the hell was that friggin'? Why? Bill, I know it's in San Fran, but come on now.
I guess more people are taking San Fran or Arizona. I don't.
That's weird to me.
Oh, and Kyler being.
Oh yeah, Kyler's out. I forgot about that.
The final part of okay, that's what
Kyler's not playing because of his ankle.
With all the 49ers stuff, that's
Wait a
or
minute.
not the Niners,
Give me
the
a
Packers
second.
stuff.
Give me a second.
No, he's probably playing, but he's probably questionable. He probably didn't practice today or something.
Okay, yeah. She'll be good to go when the Cardinals take on the 49ers.
Tomorrow's the big practice day, right?
Yeah.
Braxton on Thursday. But he got hurt on that final play too.
Yeah.
He didn't look right. Ankle. So that's why that line's low. I still think Arizona's a better football team, but I mean, if he's not playing quarterback, then I guess I'm freaking obligated to take San Fran, I guess.
Who's their backup? Is it still Blaine?
No, Blaine Gabbett's with the Bucks now.
I think I was looking at the depth chart. I think it was when I last saw it, it was Colt McCoy was on their roster.
Oh, yeah, give me the 49ers.
I'm going to take the 49ers.
It's Colt McCoy.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
I still can't believe he's still in the league, Colt McCoy.
Give me the Niners.
I'll take the Niners as well.
Greatest job in pro sports, Frank. The
Yeah.
backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Paid a shit ton.
Yeah.
Chase Daniel would definitely agree with that.
Yep.
There's a lot that I agree with that. Nick Foles is agreeing with it right now, too.
Foles.
Third stringer. Jesus.
Third stringer getting loaded money.
Yeah. Mitchie Poo and
Tom, did you hear the line on the Falcons Saints game?
No, what was it?
it was 6 in favor of the Saints.
With Trevor Siemian at quarterback. I know the Falcons suck, but really?
The defense, I guess, factors into it, but I mean, aren't they due for maybe a little letdown this week? I don't know.
Yeah, especially after beating the Bucs.
Yeah, that's a big line.
Yeah. So, is that all the games, Frank?
There are 2 more games left.
All right. Then we'll get to our locks.
The Sunday night football game on the Peacock Network, not the streaming service, but NBC itself. The Tennessee Titans without Derrick Henry take on the Los Angeles Rams at Los Angeles. The LA Rams are 7.5-point favorites.
A lot of points, dude.
I know.
The Rams are still, I mean, with no Derrick Henry. I mean, listen, they still have an identity to run the football. Listen, until they show me that they can't as a unit, right? Now, Derrick Henry, don't get me wrong. We know he's a pimp, but usually a little bit of that is, hey, you have a great blocking scheme, right? You create some holes too, right? Some of it, right? He does a lot on the second level where guys don't want to touch him. Who's their backup? Like who? I know they signed AP, but I can't expect him.
Is it McNichols still in the?
Yes, Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah,
because Darrington Evans got hurt.
Yeah,
it's Jeremy McNichols and
AP.
That's it.
Yeah,
AP.
I got to think too. I mean, you still have Julio and AJ Brown there too.
Yeah.
Like, get them
If Julio wants to play. Wants to play.
Yeah, I know.
Dude's been banged up all year long.
7's a lot. Tennessee's still tough, right? I mean,
yeah. And I trust Vrabel. Vrabel's a really good head coach.
Give me Tennessee to rally. It's a rally week, just to cover. I don't know if they're going to win the game. Just a cover.
Yeah, I have Rams by a field goal, so I would also say Titans cover that.
I'll take Rams cover.
That's Sunday night?
It is a Sunday night game.
We get some good freaking games this week. Christ.
And for Monday night football,
we can actually enjoy the weekend.
Yeah. And for Monday night football, the Bears head over to the Big Catch-Up to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are 6-point favorites.
You could ask me how the hell the Steelers have 4 wins. I would tell you I have no idea. Right? Yeah. You know, Bears another one. They got 3 wins like us. Like how? 6.5, a lot of goddamn points. I mean, you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot when the other team's not like loaded. Like Pittsburgh's got their offensive issues. The Bears' strength is on defense. So
they play down the competition too, Tom. The Steelers always do. Yeah, the Bears cover. Bears cover. I mean, I got to look for my suicide pick this week. And I don't know.
Oh, you're still in it?
Yeah, well, he took Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Were you nervous, Tom? We were watching that. We were like, oh, God, please, just for Tom's sake. Just
you know what? I like it was one of those games, though, honestly, that I just didn't feel like they were going to lose. Like, you know what I mean? It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. It got nerve-wracking, but then they're getting the ball back. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, am I really nervous? So, like, right? So, but there was a one point at the end there where I was absolutely nervous. And then they got the ball back, and I'm like, all right, they're going to go win this game. You know what I mean?
Daniel Jones with maybe the worst 2-minute drill I've ever seen, ever. He stinks.
Franchise quarterback to some. So
Danny Dimes. Flat out lie.
Dime piece.
Yeah. Locks of the week, everybody?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Well, hold on. Let me reveal the records.
With the standings.
I know, Ralph.
I got Steelers winning, Bears cover, so
okay.
Not my lock, but
Ralphie, I know you probably wanted to bypass this one because you.
Yeah, back to normal. Back to normal.
Tom, the the race for first place came down to the Cooper Rush game between you and I, because you and I took polar opposites. I took Cowboys cover. You took Vikings. So in last place, Greg, 4-11, 26%. Ralph, 28%, 4-10.
Nice.
Then you've got Noah with a subtle 3-3, 50%. I feel like it's been 3-3 for the last 6 weeks. Then you have Frank with his 20 picks this past week. He is now 16-13 with a 55% winning percentage.
Up in the money.
Yeah. That is a winning season, Frank, if it ended today. And then the two at the top, Tom, you are now 16-9 with 64%. And I am at 17-7 with a 70%.
Where'd I go? 2-1 last week then?
1-2.
1-2. I don't even know where my fucking picks were.
I have it right here.
The Vikings game was the swing.
You had Colts. The Colts and the Minnesota Vikings were both losses, but you did take Green Bay.
That was the one. I was right about something.
Bill, Frank could probably get that for you.
Let's see. This week, with Earth, because it's so far into Sunday.
While you're looking for that, Frank, let Ralphie do the whatchamacallit, his locks.
Oh,
okay.
So I only have 2 this week.
Last week scared you off?
Yeah. I got the over on the Texans and Dolphins game. I think it was 45 last time I saw.
Okay.
Let me take a look real quick. Give me 2 seconds. I'm looking it up. 2 seconds. Yeah, 46 on that game.
Okay.
And then the under on the Pats and Panthers game, which is at 41.
Over-under action, huh?
Yeah. So the under on the Pats, over on the Dolphins.
All right.
I'll go real quick. I've got 3 per usual. I'm going to stick to that Falcons. They'll cover against the Saints.
Okay. Hold on. ATL +6 versus no. Okay.
I'm going to go the Ravens over the Vikings. They'll cover that.
Ravens. Baltimore.
Like if you lose to Cooper Rush, you don't have my respect.
Hold on, let me just let me look at the spread again one more time.
It was big. It was like 13 or something.
13.
What?
It was something big.
Vikings game?
It was
no, it's 6.
It was 6.
Oh, even better. Okay. I feel even better about that.
Okay.
And the over in total yards for Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler. I don't think the line has been out for yet. And for Bill, the line for Zach Ertz has not been out yet.
Oh man! So what was the first one I took? The Texans.
Yes. You said
Texans.
So
Texans getting 6.5.
6.5.
A lot of weird games this week. Another weird week.
Vegas seems like they're trying to bait a lot of games right now.
Give me the Browns. Oh, how you respond from losing to the Jets?
Cleveland. Now, is that with a cover or money line?
Cover. They're getting 2.5. They're getting 2.5. Chubb's playing, right?
I will check now.
I think Chubb's playing.
I know he was on.
Yeah, he played last week. He should be playing this week.
Is Landry playing?
I am checking now. I meant to do that earlier. Let's see. Mr. Jarvis.
I want to confirm some of those things first.
He's questionable. Did not practice today.
I
Still
think
managing a knee issue. He is expected to be limited Thursday and Friday. He did suit up against the Steelers. He's not under 100%.
my chances. I'm also gonna hit the road with me and you a little bit here. I'll take the Saints to cover that.
Okay. All right.
So New Orleans.
And I'll take
Versus.
no, I'm not going to touch that one.
Which one were you going to do?
I was going to go back to the Vikings. Well,
oh, Tom, I would. I mean, that's like me going to the Panthers. Well,
it's just them. I think they'll score with them, right?
Okay.
Like they didn't score last week. I feel like this week they'll score. One of those deals. You know what I mean? Not that I think they win or anything. I think they cover 6.
Gotcha.
Type deal. But I'm not gonna go there. I want to say, listen, that could be, maybe go over on that game, just betting help like at the people. Maybe go over because, they had a down week offensively. They're not known for that. I mean, they're going to score points. We know that with the Vikings. Pretty shocking they didn't. It tells you Cowboys play pretty good defense. All right, Michael Parsons pretty good.
Yeah.
Somebody said he was the best player in the draft. He was better than Trevor Lawrence. I don't know who that guy was. But there were some people that said, hey, there's some gold jackets in this draft. And I've been wrong on a jacket or two. Well, just one. Not even wrong, just, whatever.
Who was the jacket?
Who did I'm wrong or right?
Yeah. No, wrong.
Maybe Jamar. Just because I had him second. Right. I didn't have him first. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to eat some crow so people realize that I'm willing to know. I know. I just thought he was a one-trick pony. I'm not going to run from what I said, but that one trick works. Like his one trick works, though. He's a slant guy and a deep guy, and when he catches him, he's usually wide the fuck open, and he goes.
I feel like people think you said that you would have taken Waddle over him. No, you just said in your wide receiver depth chart, he's 2 behind somebody who was the Heisman.
You remember me telling you I would take Parsons over Lawrence.
Yeah, you said you would take Parsons over pretty much everybody.
Everybody. And I love Devontae Smith. I think he's going to get a jacket too. But I still take Parsons. And I love Smith. I still take Parsons, guys. I still take him.
Listen,
once I heard him talk, I said, this guy just wants to beat you in everything he does.
Our big 3 from the spring Monday morning quarterback shows are looking pretty good. The consistent ones. Surtain, Devontae, and obviously Parsons. They're all looking pretty good. Of course, our guy looks the worst out of the 3, quote unquote, but
yeah, and he also doesn't have a quarterback, and Lawrence is in a tough spot, and I think Lawrence is still, obviously the best QB in this draft, and he'll change that organization. It's just going to take him a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He'll change it though, because all the talent's there. It's not even a question. So, I mean, easy one.
Frank, was that all your locks, Tom?
I think I was like, it's been a weird show for me because I've been in and out. Just like I said, I had to take a call and then I was just high-fiving Cass a bunch. So I've been in and out. So I really didn't even think of my locks until I just said them. So
you're good.
But the guy's 16-9. So I mean, take them as you will, people.
Right.
You know what I mean? The guy's still fucking scorching.
All right. So it's just those 3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, what's important though, Tom, is that you're going to now make me sweat and root for the friggin' Falcons hard, which now I feel like I made a mistake because that's never.
I probably did. I mean, look who I took. I took the fucking Texans. I took the Browns.
But the thing is, the Falcons game between you and I is the swing game. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to root for the Cowboys hard because I was so now I got to
root Vikings just to play that game with you even more. I almost went there because I'm like, oh, he's saying Ravens, and maybe I got to go this way.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to shift us a little bit. Christ, I'm trying to I'm right there. I got to take over this spot. Now I'm going to go.
No, I was talking to Frank. I'm like, Jesus, I might call I bet on the Cowboys with Prescott. I might call ruling in here. I'm like, you know what? No, I'll ride with Cooper Rush.
Oh,
I'll ride with Cooper. But no, that was
any new members tonight? Did I miss any new members?
No new members.
No, I think YouTube's been weird because they didn't send out notifications to any of our people.
Strange. I didn't get one.
I didn't get one. Ralphie, did you get a notification?
For YouTube?
Yeah.
I did not.
I did.
Probably just a YouTube thing.
I did.
You did? Okay.
Which makes sense because our numbers weren't like terrible. It just wasn't as many as we usually get.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's probably playing that percentage game too.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, how many locks?
I got 5 this week. I'm going to stick with the 5. And before I get to them, I'm going to answer Bill's question for the line for Pittman's receiving yards. It is set at 67.5 yards.
Yeah, he's starting to figure it out. Good for him.
Yeah.
Well, listen, people, become a member over on YouTube if you haven't. You can get in the HUD member wheel that we do every week. Well, twice a week because Steve does it too. Get in our wheel. Get jerseys. Just sent out a bunch of them today to all our people. But you can only win once every 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's not a month.
Just on this show. On this show. Like if you win on the weekly roundup with Steve, that's different. He has his own set of stuff, right? So you can win twice a week or more than once, but it's got to be like I want to be equal. I want to give it to everybody. So every 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks, you're capable of winning a jersey. Fair. Once every 4 weeks. Not I won in October, so I can win in November if that's a week away. No.
Yeah, it does.
No.
It's completely skewed. Like it can't be like October ended yesterday, so now it's like no, right. Because we started the wheel in the middle of the month. It wasn't like from
your win date. From your win date,
yes,
it's 4 weeks after your win date. So on the 5th week, you are now eligible to win.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. We have it all on track, all record. But no, Wayne, your 2 jerseys went out, right? The one was his Kelsey for becoming a member. Remember? So Kelsey came in and he got his. He got he didn't get Devontae Smith. He got, forget what else he got, but it doesn't matter. Bill, your Devontae Smith went out to you.
Hurts? Did he get Hurts?
He might have got Hurts. Lord Walker, Ben Simmons was sent to you.
Oh, who got the Kobe? Somebody who got the
Molly. Molly got the Kobe. That was sent to Molly. So, guys, all your jerseys are coming out. So, who wants to become another member? And we're going to do the jersey spin wheel right at the end of the show as soon as Frank's done his picks. But become a member. Yeah, Sam, huge Sixers win tonight. Huge Sixers win. You know what? Give me a 4th lock, Frank. Fuck it. I think the Colts smoke the Jets tomorrow night. I think they smoke them. They might beat them by freaking 40.
Let me get the spread up.
Smoke them. It's 10. 10.5.
10.
Yeah.
10.5 versus NYJ.
Ty, not only do you get jerseys, Ty, you get the picks from Nate Moss and Money Pop Podcast. You're winning your money there. Plus Willie Vegas, who's been on fire in daily fantasies, giving you action, and then you get all the perks. All the perks. Come on, become a member. Ty, we're doing Jalen Hurts tonight, baby. It's Jalen Hurts night. It's supposed to be Monday. We switch it to Wednesday. It is Hurts night. So yeah, give me the Colts still. Let me just get aggressive here. Let me get aggressive. I'll probably go 0-4 this week. Timestamp that.
Ty, here's the link. I just put it in there, brother.
Yeah, Colts will have 20 by halftime, Bill, and then my luck, they won't score again, and the fucking Joe Montana will score 40 again for the Jets. No, they're not doing that again this week. The Jets, that's done. They get rolled. If I'm the Colts, I'm playing pissed off this week. You would think, right? And for us, we need the Colts to win because you want the first. You don't want it to be a second. You want it to be a first, even if that's 24. You want it to be a first. Damn it.
So you think the Mike White era is going to be officially over?
Yeah, they get stopped this week.
I find it so funny too, Tom, because they thought they had to panic and they traded a future 5th that could be a 5th rounder for Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, we need a quarterback, and then this guy comes out and throws for 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, good knowing your personnel. Now this week will probably show us, but Emerson, we talked about it earlier on the show. I mean, dude's a scumbag. I mean, that's all you can say.
Yep.
There's no reason to ever drive that fast, drunk or not, and then you're intoxicated and you're driving that fast. Listen, and you take a life, dude. You get what you get, bro.
Inexcusable.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yep. I mean, everybody's made mistakes in life, right? Guilty as charged here, making mistakes. But, there's being young and making mistakes and being flat out fucking reckless and careless and thinking that nothing will ever happen to you or you're above stuff. That stuff, no bueno.
Superman syndrome. It can't happen to me. I'm above all that. It's a freaking shame.
It's sad, dude. It's sad to watch a kid not only take somebody's life, but take his own per se, right? I mean, he took his own here too, in a different way, right? He's got to live. He's got to live with this too for the rest of his life, ruining his career, all the things, killing someone. There's so much.
Just think about that. In a 12-hour time span, think about all the people that were affected. How many people's lives changed like that? It's crazy. It's crazy. Go on, Frank.
Okay, so for my locks of the week, I got 5. First, I'm going to start off with the Jacksonville Buffalo game. I'm going to take Jacksonville with the under with total points. It is set at 16.5 points. I like the under on this one. I think Jacksonville's absolute ass. So I think Buffalo will dominate. And Jacksonville will have a hard time getting past that 17-point threshold. So I will take the under on that one.
You watch they'll score 18.
Over to the
Become a member, Ty. Come on, Ty. Become a member. You can get another jersey.
For the Las Vegas versus Giants game, I'm going to take Vegas with the 3. And then over to the Ravens-Vikings game, I'm going to take the over in points with 50 for total points, over 50. Then for Green Bay versus Kansas City, I'm going to take Green Bay with the 7. And then there's a nice little prop bet on DraftKings that I kind of like to see over in the Monday Night Football game, and it's the total rush yards set by Justin Fields and Najee Harris. So both of them combined have to equal more than 124.5 yards.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
And I think a lot of those yards are going to come from Najee. So,
hope so.
Yep.
I need him in the 2-game losing streak in fantasy. I need somebody to go off.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you. Too many fucking legs. Too many legs. Well, the best of us. So Frank, is that all yours?
Those are mine.
All right, brother.
Member wheel, Ralphie?
Yep, getting right now.
Look at him. He's ready to go.
All right, this is for a Jalen Hurts jersey.
The Jalen Hurts jersey. Who's going to win it tonight? Let's see. James McCrawson.
James McCrawson.
I haven't seen James before.
Yeah.
Congrats, James.
Congrats, James.
Shit, James.
Can we write that down for me, please?
Yep.
Somewhere. Stash it. So I know James McCrawson won at Jalen Hurts. Yeah, stash.
James, if you're out there, you got to.
You want a prize.
Also, if somebody knows James, just contact one of the A2D socials. Just DM us.
For James.
Yep. Good
Spell
shit.
his last name. MC. What was it?
Oh, shit.
MCCROSSEN.
James. James gets a Jalen.
Good luck with that.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Number 3 in the country. Won't last long, but it's all right.
Ralphie, do they play this weekend?
Purdue at Purdue.
Oh, Lord.
Yep, and Purdue beat freaking Iowa in Iowa. So that's wonderful to see. So we'll see this weekend.
Have a little more confidence in that.
Yeah, it sounds like you're expecting a loss, Ralphie.
Yeah, it just feels like, a big emotional win against Michigan. This could be a letdown game.
Maybe.
Hopefully not, though.
Seems like you've been beating Michigan for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
10 out of 14.
Yeah. Should be nothing new.
Mel Tucker's the first coach in Michigan State history to beat Michigan 2 times in a row. Well, in his first 2 years of head coaching.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Love to see it, baby.
They really do have a stat for everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your extension. But listen, great show, boys. Like
Good
always.
show, fellas.
I won't be on the air with any of you guys before the game, so let's go try to figure out a way to win one.
Yep.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
pray that the Texans beat the Dolphins.
Yep.
Let's pray the Falcons cover against the Saints.
Let's not.
Depending on who you are.
We're out on that. But everybody out there, we appreciate you guys tuning in, all your comments, questions. You guys truly are the best. Keep doing it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Even if you can't become a member, all right? Be here. Turn your damn alerts on so YouTube actually alerts you. We are brought to you every Wednesday by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues, and we are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, reach out to our good friend Rob Lutman at 856-651-8117. For Ralph Delvecchio, Noah Eaton, who's sleeping, Frank Vespi, Ryan Brodo, I'm Tom Arnone. We were without Greg tonight, and we were without Nate. So we send our condolences to those two. for not.
I was gonna say something happened.
No. Just
Oh God! I'm like, wait a second.
their condolences that they missed out on a win, and yeah, and good talk. They missed out on it, so our condolences are sent to them, and they'll be back next week. But fun show. Make sure you check out all our other sponsors. We talk about Manscaped every week, and you get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job. Go check out their website, all the great things they have. FanUp, I know Ralphie loves it. Daily fantasy. The best way to enjoy fantasy sports. Daily NFL contests and more. NBA contests as well. Plus, just the gambling side of it. And you can use promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points, $50 value. FanUp.app right on the Apple Store. Go check them out. I love it. I'm putting my lineups in every week, and there's a lot of other fun things you can dabble with in there too.
Yeah.
Just ask Ralph.
Yep.
Deep. He's deep. Go check out our people up at Gleason's Bar, located 6700 Mill Creek Avenue, Levittown, PA. You can use promo code A2D for 10% off your order whenever you dine in, take out, or online. Gleason's Bar and Steaks.com is where you can find them. Listen, they're cheesesteaks, man. Bringing 9 out of 10. I mean, they are delish in a dish. Go get one. Use the promo code. Tell them we sent you. All right, we're giving people discounts all over the place, all over for everything. Boys, anything else?
Nope. Everybody have a good week. Have a good weekend. Be
Great
safe.
Sixers win. When are they back? Friday?
Tomorrow
night.
Oh, nice.
My gut feeling says Embiid won't play.
In Detroit.
Yes.
We're in Detroit tomorrow night?
Yep.
All right, let's go try to figure out how to get a win, right? Even if he doesn't play. Let's go get a win. Come on.
We have Niang. Everything's
Seth
fine.
Curry.
We have Niang.
Yeah, he'll go 2 for 20 tomorrow night now. We're doing this.
It's not possible.
All right, boys. We're out. Fam. Have a great night. Turn your damn alerts on.
Niang.